OG Merpe here with you, ready to play some D&D. We are running a one-shot tonight that is a little different than normal. Actually, none of my Wednesday night people are here, just my Friday night people. So we'll introduce you to them. We're going to play a weird one-shot. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time. And I do have to... Okay, guys, I am back. So just for like the sake of expediency, um, this adventure takes place starting with a roadblock in a well-traveled road. So presumably you guys have been traveling together, maybe not like explicitly together as part of a team per se, but it's a roadblock situation where everybody's kind of standing together. There's nowhere really to go, so you have a little bit of time to like speak with each other. And there's some like guards up at the front who seem to be like redirecting people. Most folks are turning around and coming back the way they came up this road. But I want you to just go ahead and describe your characters, and we'll say, for plot's sake, that you guys happen to be standing next to each other on the road in this roadblock. Jeremy, why don't you start us off?
Alrighty. I'm trying to grab. Hey, there he is. He lives. Trying to grab my dude. There he is. He is Slab. He is an Earth Genasi barbarian. He, I, I, I will come up with like a better backstory later, but currently he was the blacksmith in his town, um, and because he's an Earth Genasi, he's got like he sort of has like the Thing from Fantastic Four. He kind of looks like that, but gray.
Okay,
The rock
yeah.
dude?
Yeah, he's got like
Yeah.
cracked, craggled,
Yeah.
hard-looking skin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
That's him.
That's him. Becky, what you got? Who are you?
A wood elf druid named Sylvie, who was a scholar in a bunch of libraries. She was like maybe a small acolyte or just like a patron of these libraries, and is now out in the world and trying to experience life and gain more knowledge, not in books.
Okay. Love it. I'm going to make you bigger so I can see how to spell your name. Sylvie. Boom! Got that on the nose. And then we got Slab.
There's Sylvie and Slab today.
Sylvie, you are a full elf, full-blooded?
Wood elf.
Wood elf.
But yes, wood elf, but she's full-blooded.
And Earth, Genasi. I can spell that for Slab. Okay.
Genasi.
Yeah, it's my own notes. It's more like GENS than
Yeah, but it'll do.
Okay, now I should actually start reading things. Okay. Okay, so you guys have described each other. It is clear that, this line is moving slowly. But as you guys work your way closer to the front, you get within earshot of the guards who are turning people around. And they're saying, we have you can go through the woods if you want, but the road's closed for now. Nope, you're going to have to turn around. No amount of gold will allow me to get you through. It's not worth my job. You hear different, like merchants and things like pleading with these guards. But it seems very clear that they are not going to let anybody pass along the road, and they are redirecting people through like an old trail which leads through the forest in the same direction.
Okay.
You guys have to help me out here a little bit and introduce yourselves to each other.
So I guess I'm trying to think. Maybe I was going to a nearby town for supplies or something, and I ran into somebody carrying a book. She was reading and actually ran into me.
I love that.
That sounds like me. That sounds like not only Sylvie but also Becky.
Yeah. Excuse you, little one.
Sorry? Am I little to you?
I am a very large man.
Like a 6 foot tall elf.
I'm 6'6".
Ooh.
You are littler, therefore little.
Well, regardless of my size, I didn't mean to crash into you, sir.
That's it. It is fine as long as you meant no aggression towards it.
Definitely no aggression.
It doesn't. It seems as though these woods are have. There's something going on in these woods. Would you like to travel together, just for safety's sake?
Actually, I've been on this road alone and I've been feeling a little bit worrisome for the last couple miles.
Alrighty. I will be more than happy to accompany you as long as you wish. Let us go. I will take the lead.
And thump,
Lead away.
one of the
Yeah.
one of the merchants in front of you just like slams into Slab. He's clearly irritated and just like wasn't paying attention to where he's going. And he like looks like, oh, sorry, fucking guards. And the guards pass you. You two next. Come here. We have. You can't come through. The road is closed. If you wanna go around, you can wait over here, and we will direct you in a moment. We got to get through the rest of this line first. And you can see where he's pointing over here. There's another like, let me see here. How is he described? He is a braggadocious cannonball of a man. He's standing there, his chest puffed out, like holding his axe, with menace, looking, kind of like striking a pose, a little bit like Muscle Man style, all these people around him. And he's the only one who appears to be standing in this area. But the guards are trying to get you guys to stand off to the side.
I too am brandishing a large great axe.
And as you guys make your way over to him, this guy looks over, and that's the first thing he notices. And he sees you, and he holds his axe in his hand, and he hits his chest, and he says, "I am Thump. Good axe, I like."
Thump. I am Slab. Thank you. It is a good axe. Yours is adequate.
Mighty is mighty. And you with the string and wood thing.
A staff?
Yes. For bonking? For hit?
Is that not what he said? The skinny wood thing?
Yeah.
That is what he said. It's called the staff. Donk.
Thump.
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 I thump. You?
Thump. Sylvie.
Such a good name.
So stupid.
And he like looks over at the guards and like one of which is making his way over to you guys, and he points to like a very small break which has obviously been overgrown. It looks like it might have been like a cattle path or a sheep path at some point, but obviously has not been traversed by anyone in quite some time. And he says, "That's the way through. That's the way through the forest. You'll have to do some clearing." And he says, "But from the looks of your crew, that should not be a problem." And Thump says, "Oh, no problem."
What is the meaning for this detour?
We have a good reason for it. It is that
Naturally
there is a washout in the road. It's impassable, intraversable. There are leeches in the water. It's very bad. It's very ugly. We've already lost some villagers and some cattle. It's not pretty.
As you can see, the three of us are rather large individuals. I don't think some water can stop us.
It's not the water. It's the leeches. It's like, and I've been told nobody's allowed to pass. Nobody's allowed to pass.
I can smash any leech that dares try to suck me dry.
He says, "There are more of them than there are of you. Trust me, son."
I don't see that, so let's just take the detour.
And
you
you guys glance over, and Thump says, "Detour!" as he's like making his way over, and he says, "Thump gonna clear this path. Thump blade ring like sirens from foggy sea." Of course.
I'm gonna lean over to Sylvie as we're like, I don't know, maybe 10 feet back behind Thump. I think we should let him do some of the dirty work first.
He seems like a good trail guide.
Yeah, that works. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. And we're gonna follow Thump.
You guys are gonna follow
Get it, Thump.
Okay, Thump is he's yelling. He's saying Thump prefers his hammer. It's hammering time when Thump has his hammer. He's like, and he's sitting here chopping away at limbs and stuff. And he's half talking to you guys, but it's clear it's like an internal monologue that just comes out,
Right.
no filter. Like he's halfway talking to himself.
Okay.
And he says, like to crush skull. He looks at trees. Trees have no skull. And he's like breaking his way through, and it's clear that what are your guys' perceptions, passive perceptions, before you add anything to your perception skill?
Perception.
11.
16.
Because you're a ranger. That makes sense. Yeah, for
I am
sure.
a druid.
You're a druid. Same difference.
But I have the highest of wisdom.
You love the woods. That makes sense.
I do.
It's all the same shit.
He's read so many books.
Yeah.
All the books.
Sylvie notices where, like, as you guys are walking this like kind of break to the right, that looks a lot like it's very obviously the path where it originally was supposed to go. But Thump is just chopping in a straight line. He's just digging into the woods in a roughly straight line. You like notice the trail veers off this way. Thump did not notice that, and he is ahead of you, just cutting away.
I'll reach over and kind of like pat Slab on the arm and be like, Slab, the trail goes that way. Should we stop him?
Probably. I mean, it's not going to do any of us any good for him to go that way when realistically we could use him to sort of be our scout unknowingly.
He looks so happy.
He really well, maybe we can coax him with a potential promise of skulls down that way.
You guys seem to have the most connections, so I'll let you handle that.
Okay, I'll go over to Slab and to Thump, and I'm gonna take out my hammer and, like, not as an attack, but I'm gonna thump his shoulder with my hammer to try to get his attention.
Yeah, I feel like I should ask you. No, I'm gonna have him roll for that. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay.
To see if he thinks it's an attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And he, and you hear Thump like talking to himself, saying, "Oh, this is hard work. Make Thump hungry. Mama Thump no pack any good grub for Thump." And as you tap him, and he stops. Whoa! He like turns around. He says, "You have Mama Thump grub?"
No, unfortunately, but we may find grub down this path, and if not, there might be skulls. So one or the other, if you want to join us down this way.
Path, I make path.
You can make path, but that path go nowhere. This path goes somewhere. Somewhere be food, somewhere be skulls.
And he looks down and looks around, and like he's obviously not super familiar with the forest, but he's also like a lot of posturing, and he looks around and he says, "Thump know where he go. Thump thought it were prettier here, but if you insist, Thump go where you want." And he just like kind of meanders to where I assume Sylvie is standing.
To make him feel better, Thump, you're right. It is prettier here. That way isn't pretty because of path. So you are right. This is pretty. That not pretty, but that may be food, maybe skull.
Oh, ugly. Stay where ugly.
Yes, stay where ugly.
Okay. And he goes over. Sylvie, are you still standing by where the path is?
Yes.
Are you going to? You see Thump lumber up.
Sylvie's our natural Vanna White.
Yeah.
And he like just kind of like looking at the fence line, and he like pulls his axe up like he's gonna start hitting, and he's like a solid, like 5 or 6 feet off where the path is. He's just gonna start in another random direction.
I guess I'll like go to. Is he on the right or the left of the path?
He's on the. I'm gonna assume that Sylvie's standing on the right side of where the path needs to be, so he's a few feet to the left. He's basically splitting the difference between you guys and just starting there.
So he's to the right. I'm sorry.
He's to the
He's
left
to
of
the
the path.
left.
He's to the left. Okay, so I'm gonna get on his left and like walk alongside him, but like slowly try to nudge him over to the path.
So you can do that, but it's like pretty dense and overgrown, and you guys are able to traverse it so easily because you've been walking behind Thump, who's been like clearing a path for you. So there's not
Okay.
like room for you to walk shoulder to shoulder with him while he's clearing. 'Cause
Okay.
he's only clearing.
Then I'll bring out my great axe and run in front of him to try to show him up and clear a path that diverts into the road.
Um,
I'm about to say
I'm just
I'm
gonna
gonna
Sylvie.
make this
say,
competition.
hey Thump, it starts over here.
And Thump like it has like started to hammering in, and Slabs on the other side, like hitting him. He's like moved him over about a foot at this point, and Thump just kind of like glances over his shoulder now back at Sylvie and goes, and he like turns a straight 90 degrees, and he just like cuts like sideways to where he's in line with you, and then he's like, oh, I see it ugly here, and he like turns and gets
Ugly.
on the path and starts clearing, along the path. But from your perspective, Sylvie, you will have to like walk over to like follow the tunnel. You'll have to clear a couple feet yourself. It's not.
So,
Good job, Thump. Stay where ugly.
Stay where ugly, and he's moving away from you guys now. So Sylvie is outside the tree line in the old path, and Slab is in the new path leading to the right path.
I'll kind of like push my way through and get onto the new path.
Sounds great. You are a druid. You can move trees and things, so that's not an issue. Sick.
Oh yeah.
Fucking
So-
nailed it.
So then after, so this is gonna keep going for a while, and I would like a survival check from each of you, please.
Ooh. Survivies. I'm actually pretty good at that. I'm proficient. Oh no, it fell out. There we go. That's a dirty
Yeah.
20.
Same, bro.
Oh, sick.
Hey.
Okay, so you guys are like wise to Thump's ways now, and he's doing a pretty good job staying on
Yeah.
this path. But he definitely like misses it a couple of times, and you each catch him at least once. Like, no, Thump, it's over. It's more ugly over here. Very pretty though, very pretty, but it's ugly over here. And so you guys both are able to successfully like monitor Thump's path and like keep him carving out where it's supposed to go. And after about an hour of traveling, you guys notice the space between the trees is growing, thinner and thinner, and the path that exists like starts to open up more, as if there were probably not men-sized creatures, but creatures of some sort actually using this path now. And once you've gotten far enough into the forest, it's Thump is moving at a higher speed because he has to cut away less. You stray farther and farther from the main road, an immense canopy of trees overhead begins to block out all overhead sunlight, turning all of the light, kind of a mossy gray color in this forest. Trees, the trees and and their vines are twisting through the path, and you look around and find that there is. Oh, I actually have to do some map stuff. You guys come to a clearing, and you hear Thump triumphantly declare, "Thump beat Forest! Forest no more!" As you can see ahead, where the trees have opened up because they've thinned out some.
Good job, Thump.
Proud of you, buddy.
Doing good things.
Thump beat Forest for now. There are other forests for you to fight, Thump.
Okay, so You guys are coming out of the forest in where the clearing is,
Ooh.
and this is like a half jacked map. Somebody else
Oh
like
no!
put all the trees and stuff in, but I cleared out what they had and put in my plot stuff that I actually need here.
Oh, whoops.
A wall of thorny vines surrounds this expansive, barren space, save for the small pathway that led you here. A few errant shrubs dot the landscape, but all appear to be black and shriveled, as if sapped of their life force. From the center of this clearing, emanating from a lump of suddenly shifting vines, a ragged voice cries out, "Help me!"
Sylvie, did you hear that?
I definitely heard that. We should investigate.
And
I,
I need to make a
do
thump.
you feel comfortable investigating on your own?
Um,
Oh,
you would want to
Not an
investigate.
issue because Thump
okay,
is off
okay.
to investigate. He's on the ball, and he walks over
Oh,
to in the middle of this clearing. There just appears to be a large, flat, from what you can see, gray surface of some kind, surrounded by an entanglement of vines. And Thump walks over and says, "Voice come from here!" And he is just like pulling vines off, and they're like digging into his palms and stuff. He just does not give a shit, and he's just like snapping vines off, looking at trying to get into whatever is down here.
Okay. I guess I'll. Well, before I leave here, can I roll a perception check to check the rest of the clearing to make sure there's nobody like hiding amongst the bushes right on the other side of the vines or anything?
Give it a perception check.
Ooh, baby. That's gonna be a 19.
All you see are the dead and dying remains of gnarled trees and vines, and the whole place kind of sends a shiver down your spine because, like I said, there's a lot of dead stuff here that there's not a whole lot of good reason for there to be dead stuff here.
Sylvie, be on your guard.
this
I
place
don't
doesn't
let.
feel right.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Sylvie,
There,
you can pick up that intuitively. Like
there's
you,
death in the air.
let me see here. How is Sylvie going to react to this space?
I definitely just rolled to see what my perception was going to be,
Yeah,
and
let's
it's
hear that.
a 20. It's a 23.
The
Sick.
moment
Oh,
you stepped into the clearing, the hairs on the back of your neck stood up. Whatever your druid connection is to the earth felt weaker, felt lighter. Mother Nature's voice dimmer and less present in your head.
love this. Slab, this place definitely doesn't feel right.
Yes, there's death in the air. Keep your guard up, and I'm gonna go over and help Thump with the vines.
And as you make your way over, the voice gets louder, and you can hear, "Oh my God, somebody's actually helping after all this time! Oh, thank God! Yes, yes, keep going, keep going, keep going!" And Thump is like pulling vines off of this thing, and
While Thump is tearing away at the vines, can I inspect the sword?
you can absolutely roll me. Well, yeah, roll me another perception check because you're close enough now. You're specifically looking for the sword. Looking at the sword.
Not that time.
No,
That's
I need to
six.
know your result. 6.
Yeah.
You because it is like encased in these vines, and all that you're really able to see is like part of the hill to which has been pulled away by Thump. But
Can I try to pull it? Can I try to pull it out? Because like my thinking is I could use this sword to cut these vines to get through them easier.
I will. Yeah, absolutely. You can do that. Give me 1 second.
You gonna
Uh,
try to King Arthur this bullshit right now?
Goddamn right I am. I will be the one true king of Glen of the
Glenn?
of the clearing.
Who's Glenn?
No, of the Glen. God damn it.
Okay.
I will be known henceforth as Glenn.
When
So, uh, so the moment that Slab grabs the hilt of this sword, there is the whole thing begins to glow and emanate a bright, radiant light. There's a flash of light, and the vine erupts into holy flame and is burned to ash. And it becomes very clear to you that this sword is embedded in this stone altar of some kind. Um, and you, at the same time, all hear an unnatural creaking, and Sylvie like hears or feels something on the breeze that is definitively not right. And there are multiple twig and needle blights, which, out of the twisted dead remains of trees, begin to animate, and it becomes clear that these were
Are they,
likely the source of Sylvie's unease.
are these fucking twig zombies?
Kind of. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Okay.
And then I need to know. Well, I guess we're not done with that yet. So everybody rolls initiative first. That's what we're gonna do first.
Okay.
Because
That's
I got a lot of stuff.
okay,
Okay, what do you got, guys?
23.
Sick. What you got,
I
Slab?
rolled a natural 20 on my fucking initiative.
Hey, thick
I got a
link.
16 to bring me up to a 19.
19. You got it. And I got to roll for. Slab.
Thump.
No, you are Slab. I got to roll for Thump.
Thump.
Dope.
He did okay. And for the bad guys,
Thump is best boy.
they did
Thump
better.
must live at all costs.
Okay. So, Slab, you hear in response to all of this, and you feel a vibration like coming from the palm of your hand as you hear the voice in your ears. It's
Oh yeah, because I'm still holding the sword.
It's been so long since anyone has gripped my hilt, and it's
I don't like
very
that.
obvious.
I don't like that.
It is
I don't
very
like that.
obvious that the voice is the sword.
Yeah. Okay.
Is what's been talking, and it seems to be reacting to what's happening around you, and it says, quick, pull me out of the rock. You saw what I could do to the vines. I could do the same to these things, whatever they are.
Can I roll an insight check on it?
Yeah, by all means.
This guy. Yeah, it's not terrible, but I'm not that wise. Yeah, 14.
It's a very desperate plea. Um, oh, Nightbot. Um, it's a very desperate plea, and it's obvious that this sword is like dying for action. Um, and so you know that it really wants to be swung at this stuff. And it doesn't seem to be trying to mislead you specifically.
Okay.
But that's what your
Yeah.
insight check is a result of.
It is. Have I pulled it free of the stone, or would I have to like use an action to like fully release it?
You can do that at the start of combat. That's why I'm kind of doing it all right now before I tell you
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
results
Okay.
of
So
initiative.
yeah, I'll hold it and I'll ready it for my first attack.
Okay, sounds good. And as you pull the sword out of the stone, it is clear that this is an ornate blade, which is like inlaid with precious metals. And despite the fact that it has been, you know, sitting here for who knows how long, it appears to be, as sharp as the day it was forged.
Oh, okay. Stat wise, what kind of sword would I call this?
This is a long sword specifically.
Long sword. Are we just calling it a basic ass longsword?
No, it's at least a +1 longsword. I'm trying to double check that right now.
Okay.
It is
Add that
it
bad
is
boy to
exactly
mine.
a +1 sword.
Perfect. All right.
And as you pull it out, and okay, so I had to get in. I was in panic mode before. I'm going into roleplay mode now for the sword.
Okay.
He has a personality that I just couldn't have come across in a panic state. And so the sword, in your hand, looks around and says, "Yes, let's do this!" And is very, very excited to be.
You got it, coach. I'm all over it. Let's go.
Okay, so Sylvie, you won initiative. Congratulations, you're the best.
Me.
Yeah. What do you want to do? You got 2 twig blights on one side, 2 needle blights on the other.
I think what I'm gonna do is tell me if this is stupid.
Nope.
I was gonna cast Entangle on the. I'm gonna guess the leaves or the twig blights.
No, the leaves are the needle blights.
The needles. Okay. Well, still, I'm gonna cast Entangle.
The trees literally say twig blights.
Yeah. I wasn't looking.
They just got there.
Okay.
So Entangle is grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground in a 20-foot square. For the duration, the plants turn the ground area into difficult terrain.
Right.
And your creatures must succeed a strength saving throw.
Or what?
Be entangled until the spell ends.
Entangled 5e means that they are.
I think their speed is reduced to 0 until they survive a strength saving or a strength check. I think.
Oh, they're restrained.
They're restrained. Okay,
so they can't even move.
Gotcha.
Right.
Until the spell ends, and then so every time you pull it up a turn, you get to make a strength check.
Right. They get to try. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is cool beans. That's easy enough. So these.
Also, as I pull the sword out of the stone, I'm gonna say I have and then the sword interrupts me with power.
Yeah, it super does. Twig blight, and what are these? These are needle blights.
And then just to be a little shit, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Magic Stone and throw one of them at a twig blight.
Okay, so first off, how big's the area of your spell?
20 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20. So you're only going to be able to get one of them. So you're getting the one closest to you, I assume?
Sure.
And what's the save?
It's a strength check at the beginning of the twig blight's turn, I believe.
He doesn't have to make one right now?
So a creature in the area when you cast the spell must succeed on a strength saving throw.
Yeah, he does not succeed on a saving throw. So he's restrained. I'm going to
for the initial one, and that,
a yellow
check.
Deal on him, so I know he's restrained. And now, who are you throwing your stone at?
I'll actually throw it at the other twig blight that I missed.
Okay, sounds good.
Hell yeah.
And so my magic stone, is that a 17? Does that hit him?
That's going to hit him, for sure.
Heck yeah. So he's going to get 1d6 plus 4 damage by a pebble. I got this cantrip on my Paladin in our other game because she took a level of Warlock, but she's she's got a whole sea aesthetic. So I actually carry around a pouch with tiny little seashells that I now huck at people.
Okay, all right.
So, are you actually, throwing them, or are you, flicking them at people or anything like that?
Full on, just, this little itty-bitty pebble that's, pulled out of a pouch of pebbles, and I'm just going to, fucking chuck it. He's going to get 8 points of damage from my stone.
Big points of damage. Wow. Ouchie
from a
faces. Stone. Ouchie face. He's saying, wowee. And what is he? He's needle blight.
It's my favorite. It's a stupid little bonus action spell that just cracks me up.
Pretty good. Well, a bonus action cantrip is just fucking great too.
Yeah, I can just literally cast it all the time.
Cantrip actions.
Yeah, because you're limited on your spell casting, but it specifically says that you can cast a spell and then cast a cantrip, and so you always get it. No, even if you're
I could
casting,
just
even if you're casting during your turn, you still get it.
always be chucking stones.
Yeah.
Is my
Yeah, 'cause
motto.
it's either that or try to use one of the few leveled spells that's a bonus action and then just a cantrip. But like that's just reverse from what you want to do. You want your
Right.
you want your higher shit.
Right. Yeah, it'll just be a little tack on for everything kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
And I throw a rock at it. I do this and I throw a rock at it.
Yeah. That's literally.
At some point, you're going to be like somewhere, and I'm going to be like, "This is a beach. There are no rocks." No, but until
I'm gonna
Oh,
pick
you're
up
right.
a single grain of sand.
No. I don't throw. It's like fine. There's no rocks, so I throw a sand dollar at it.
Yeah. That's what Cora does. She chucks seashells.
Oh, that's great.
Wonderful little cantrip.
She shucks seashells by the seashore.
Yeah.
But a huge chunk of this blight gets torn away as the stone slams it, and it's like gone from the top half, and just the bottom half is just like meandering towards you still.
Hell yeah.
Love that. All right. I'll end my turn there.
Okay. Brings us to Slabby Boy.
That's me. Okay, so you went to the one that was not entangled. I guess. I think Thump is going to want those big guys. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and swing at him with the sword.
That's your damaged dude.
Yeah, it's the damaged one.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and swing at him with a sword. Yeah. Hey. That's a 17 on the dice. What the fuck?
That's gonna hit for sure, but give me a second on the narrate. Well,
Yeah,
yeah, do your damage, and then I got a second on the narration.
This sword kind of reminds me of Black Razor.
No, that's exactly what I thought too.
He's just so happy to be killing.
So it's an 18 plus. So that's a 24 to hit. So then I'm using it two-handed. Roll a d10. One of you bad boys. That's not the greatest. That's 8 points of damage.
Okay, sounds great. As you swing and make contact with the twig blight, the sword erupts in a similar burst of light as the first time you touched it, and you eviscerate this twig blight, and it just like turns to flame and ash and is immediately no more. And while you're swinging the blade itself says "fuck you, twig boy" as it's being slashed through and igniting it.
Does this sword have a name?
He might. You can ask him.
Okay.
It's Timothy.
Timothy. Okay, well that was all of my movement. So I'm gonna run over to him. I'm gonna plant my feet. I'm gonna swing down and bisect him, and then I'm just gonna turn over to one of the other twig blights. They're all twig blights.
2 twigs, 2 needles. You hit a needle blight.
Oh, because you named that one.
I named it.
Okay.
I named it wrong. That's needle blight.
Got it.
Did
Okay.
twig
So
blight.
yeah. So then I'll cut through the needle, and then I'll turn towards one of the twig blights, and I'll give a steely glare, and I'll end my turn.
Ooh, love it. That's great. That brings us to their turn. So the needle blight that is stuck is going to attempt his save. He does save. Is that like a standard action to try and break out? Does he still get a movement? Do you know what the
No,
deal
that's
is?
his action.
His action is breaking out. Cool.
Yeah. What did he roll?
He rolled a 17, and then he gets a modifier because it's a strength check. So
Yeah.
Oh,
so it says
damn.
it's an action.
okay.
That's
Creature
a
restrained by
strong-
the plants uses its action to make a strength check.
That's a strong little needle.
On a success, it frees itself.
Okay, it frees itself, so it is free. I'm going to remove the deal from it, and it is going to. What's their movement? They have great.
Boy, you better keep your distance.
No, I mean, he's...
She can take him.
Okay. The Blight is going to move over to Thump and is going to make an attack. That is probably not going to hit, but we'll see what Thump's AC is. It does not hit as it, swings its mighty, its kind of mighty wooden arm at Thump, but Thump is able to deftly dodge out of the way, and he says, I swing at tree not supposed to swing at Thump, and...
Swing back, Thump. Swing back harder.
20. Twig Blight 1 is going to move up on Sylvie.
Bring it.
30. Perfect. Twig Blight 2 can get up on Thump. He's going to attack with the flanking bonus. And that one will actually...
Don't worry. I'm coming, Thump.
That is... great.
I'll be there for you.
I need a dice. Somebody's watching Friends in the background? Okay. And does some damage to Thump. You guys don't know how much because you're not Thump. And...
Okay.
He cries out in pain and says, "No fair!" And that is... Oh, and the Twig Bite that moved up on Sylvie is going to attack Sylvie.
Bitch.
And miss. Roll up a 3 even with a modifier is not going to hit Sylvie. And so... That's it for the baddies. Which brings us to Thump, who is the slow boy, who's going to, and I reiterate, he's going to say, Thump, attack trees. Trees not supposed to attack Thump. Mama Thump! Mama Thump! And he just uses his action to dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 10, 15,
You
20,
little
25,
fucking
30.
pansy.
Boom! Ow. Back up the path that you guys came up.
I'm gonna scream back at him. Your mama didn't give you treats because you're bad.
My God.
That's it for my boy Thump. Sylvie, you're up again. You got a Twig Blight up in your biz right now.
I do got a Twig Blight up in my biz. I'm going to cast Ice Knife. So can you make a dexterity saving throw, pretty please?
Do you have to concentrate or some shit, or are you provoking an attack of opportunity because you got something right next to you?
What?
Are you when you have a baddie standing within 5 feet in D&D rules? Do you have to pass a concentration check, or are you provoking an attack of opportunity from the thing standing next to you? I don't know. I know in Pathfinder you'd be provoking an attack of opportunity. I have no idea.
Oh, Ice Knife doesn't require concentration.
Okay,
it's a conjuration spell,
so
I can just cast it and throw it at him.
Casting in threatened squares. 5e. Just want to make sure.
Should just be able to cast.
Yeah, I just want to make sure.
Yeah. If not, I've been casting spells wrong this whole time, so...
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, you should be able to cast either way. The question is whether or not you provoke an attack of opportunity. Without provoking, you can freely cast. Okay.
No, the only
Cool.
The only reason attack of opportunities happen are if you leave somebody's sphere.
Yeah.
Or if you try to grapple them and shit, and you're not trained in it, right? You incur one that.
I haven't heard that one.
That could be that could be Pathfinder. I don't know. Either way, you are super good. Do your thing. What is
Anyway.
it? What is it?
Make me a dexterity saving throw.
You got it. That's a 14.
Cool. I'm gonna assume a 23 hits.
23 is gonna hit. Yeah.
Cool. So you get to take 1d10 of damage. My dex save was 15.
Bummer.
So you fail.
Bummer.
So that means you're also gonna take 2d6 of cold damage.
Cool. Roll your D's.
Rolling my D's. Fuck yeah, baby. So take a full 10 points of damage from my d10.
Ooh, nice.
And then take 11 points of damage from my d6s.
So that's 21 damage.
That was almost a perfect roll.
Your initial swipe.
That's crazy.
Your initial swipe or your initial casting appears to be enough in and of itself, and you watch as the bits become frozen after blowing away, destroying them. It's dead. It's very dead. It's frozen
Sick.
and dead.
Yeah. If
yeah.
you must make a dex saving throw, and if you don't, it shatters. Like the shard explodes.
Boom. I'm actually going to put a blue ring on it too, so I know that it died because it shattered. It's not. There's not even a corpse there. It's just
I love it.
Frozen bits of tree.
Frozen bits of tree.
Ooh.
My favorite.
Sick.
All right, cool. And then because I love this thing, it's only one thing. I'm gonna use my bonus action for my magic stone and throw it at the other needle blight.
Yeah, go for it.
I love that stupid thing. 18 to hit.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit for sure.
Cool. And that's gonna be 7 points of damage.
Okay, you got it. And this takes not quite as big a chunk of the first one, but like if this was a full-sized ent, which it's not, but if it was like a full-sized ent, you would have taken out like the shoulder, the right arm, and part of the right ribs. It was a pretty significant hit.
Love it. Love my little stupid stones.
And then you hear from Slab's general direction, "You go, girl, get him!" And
I love it.
To finish, I'll just take a few steps actually into the clearing and get out of the path.
Okay, sounds great.
And I'll end my turn.
Slab, you're up.
I'm gonna hold the sword in front of me. You're a peculiar weapon. Do you have a name?
Of course I do. My name is Anthony. Thank you so much for asking.
Anthony. God. Well, Anthony, I hope you don't mind me slaking you with the blood of my enemies. I'm gonna run towards one of the twigs.
Ooh, it's delicious. Don't worry about it at all.
Terrible.
Fucking love him.
I want you guys to know there were different personalities for this sword, and I rolled to define it. And I quote, the personality
That's
I selected,
good.
absolutely fabulous and ready to slay.
Oh,
that is the in the book guidelines for this personality.
Oh, yeah.
So
if this sword could snap, Z's all day.
He snapped my hands in a Z formation.
So as I'm running over, I was holding it with two hands when I attacked the first one. I'm gonna let go with my bottom hand and bring the hammer that was on my belt. So now I'm dual wielding.
Ooh, nice, love it.
And I'm gonna swing with the sword towards the first one, the needle blight.
Yep.
No. Ow. So that's +6. Okay. 21 to hit.
That's a big hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, show.
So then that's gonna be a D8.
A date?
God damn it.
Roll a 1.
That's 5 points of damage.
To needle blight 1. Let me go ahead and double check the needle blight stat block. They're not particularly strong. Strong.
Yeah, but I did more damage to that. Or Sylvie did. I think you did more damage to that first one with your rocks. That last one. That last turn. Right? Yeah.
7 points of damage with a rock.
But
and you're still alive.
It is
Can
still.
You smell...
It is still. It's only the first encounter, guys. This is. Come on.
Whatever.
It's enough. So, it's enough. It's enough. How does he die?
Oh, he's dead. Okay,
he's
cool.
Dead. It's enough.
It's a sword. I run over and I just bisect it.
Cool. And same deal. The sword, as it makes contact with this, dying needle blight, rotting away, it erupts in a flash of light, and there's a whole lot of fire that happens as a result of your attack as well.
Sweet. Now, this is going to be a little weird.
Mm-hmm.
But, it is thrown. Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, cool. So what I do is I come down with my forehand, and on the return, I throw my hammer at the other one.
Nice. Okay, love it. Roll for your ranged attack with the hammer on the twig blight.
I missed.
Yeah,
That was an 8.
I'm pretty sure that misses even the. Yes, it does miss the twig blight. They're not hard to hit. They're a little harder to hit than that.
Can you tell me where my hammer is?
I can. I want you to roll me a strength check first, though.
Oh fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, boy.
Straight strength or strength check. So add my thing.
That's it.
So oh god, I'm strong.
Strong.
13.
Your sword or your hammer? It's a hammer.
A hammer. Yeah.
Your hammer, which
It's a light hammer, if it matters.
I don't have a hammer icon, but it landed up. It clunked up against this log right here, and that stopped its momentum.
All right. So as it's a very small target, that's why I missed. So after seeing it just swing way wide, I'm gonna curse it in primordial, and I'm gonna glare at it, readying myself again, and then I'll end my turn.
Sick, love it. That brings us to the baddies, which is now Baddie. Who
Baddie 2's back. Is this Baddie 3?
Who
You said daddy.
is going to take your. I mean, Slab's could make these blights call him daddy, probably. I mean, that could probably happen. And honestly, with
only with Anthony's help.
I was about to say, with Anthony's personality, he would probably call Slab daddy if you asked for it.
I was gonna say, doing more damage to these enemies than Slab has. So if anyone's daddy, it's me.
Well,
I think Sylvie needs to take psychic damage.
With your hammer, sure. I've been that whole sword lighting up, fire erupting, these things erupting into flame, is my way of narrating to you that extra damage is being dealt to them behind the screen.
Sure.
So, but regardless,
because slashing
the twig blight. Because flashing, not slashing, because the light has more to do with it than the edge. But that's fine. Here we go. We are going to twig blights attacking Slab. That's not great. That is a 15 to hit.
Does not hit.
Then the twig blight is done. Thump is no more, which brings us to Sylvie.
Cool. That twig blight still alive?
Yeah, the one in front of Slab is the only one who's still up.
Okay.
Dinner also hit, so I will be muting myself occasionally.
That's fine. I think I'm gonna just actually attack with my quarterstaff at this point. Fuck him.
Smack him with a stick.
Smacking him with a stick!
Ooh.
That would be a...
Take advantage on it. 6. You got flanking.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, 18.
There you go. That's a hit.
Sweet.
8 tizzle.
7 points of whacking damage.
7 points of whacking damage.
It's actually bludgeoning damage, but you know.
It's good. It's a good go. And you've taken off a chunk.
And I think you know what I'm about to do next.
Oh yeah, go for it.
You're gonna throw a motherfucking rock.
Throw a motherfucking rock.
Does that just hit? Do I have to roll a save to see if it misses?
I have a like hit DC.
I see. You roll an attack.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But this one hits. It's a 24.
That's gonna hit for sure. And I'm going to save you rolling damage because he's extremely low. Why don't you just go ahead and narrate to me what's happening to this final twig blight?
So she's gonna just run up and like smack him with the quarterstaff, and then like as it kind of stumbles, she's just gonna reach into her little pouch that's like on her side and pull out this stone, whisper to it, and then just like huck it at him and hit it like right in the chest so that he just turns into a bunch of branches.
Yeah.
What did you say to it?
I don't know, whatever incantation I want to say to my stone.
And Slab just gets like like lightly dusted with like sticks and twigs and debris and stuff as this thing just like obliterates in his general direction.
There's some sawdust in the air.
Like all the debris just clatters off of my stone exterior. Good work, Sylvie.
Anthony says, "Oh my God, yes, girl, absolutely."
Yes, Anthony, I share similar sentiments towards the matter.
What a pair you two make together.
Right.
The sword kind of like takes this moment to like look around and say, "Okay, I think that's it for them." And then I would say turns to you all, but it can't really turn. It tries to encourage your hand to like up to eye level so that it can.
It's wiggling itself around. No, up. No.
It's a very animated sword when it talks. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll hold it up and like I'm gonna stand next to Sylvie like we're taking a selfie, and the sword is the camera.
Yes, like selfie stick.
And as it shimmers and shines back and forth, it says, "Please, I've been stuck in that rock for so long, and my master, I don't know where she is. I don't know. But I know that she needs me. I can hear her calling my name. Please, Cade's justice. She demands it. I can show you the way. I can."
I guess we're about to help a sword.
Which way?
And the sword, points itself towards.
This feels very similar to Wild Sheep Chase.
Towards a small break in the clearing. I don't know what Wild Sheep Chase is.
It's the one that I ran with Becky.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
It's not called Wild Sheep Chase for whatever it's
Yeah,
called.
no, it's definitely not. It's just got similar
We had a
setups.
sorcerer that was magicked wild shaped into a sheep that we then had to go and help his master with something.
Oh, that's cool. That's super cool. As of now, all you guys know about the sword is that it talks and
whatever.
But
all right, cool. Before we leave, I'm gonna go pick up my hammer.
That's a good idea. You should go do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Cool.
Yep. Picked it up, and then I'll go back. Yep.
Okay, you guys have a little time as you traverse through, especially because Thump is not with you anymore, and you will be responsible for clearing your own way.
Good thing I'm a fucking druid.
You sure are.
And you guys, only travel a few steps in, and there appears to be like a large, pile of boulders, up against a hillside, just like in the middle of this forest. And Anthony, points directly at the pile and says, "That's the way. It's closed now, but that's the way."
All right, I'm entrusting you to guide us well, Anthony, and I will go in the direction he indicates, or it indicates. Is the sword gendered?
The sword. I mean, his name is Anthony, and sure,
Yeah,
he's gendered. Yeah, sure, he's a.
Okay.
He probably shouldn't be, but but he is. And so you follow him, and the sword point goes directly into where two of the boulders have come together, and just stops, because it's a pile of boulders, and there does not appear to be another way forward. But the sword is insistent. Anthony is insistent and says, "This is the way. I'm pretty sure."
100% sure.
What's that?
That's more sure than we would have been without his help.
I don't know if I trust it.
It's a talking sword. Why would you not trust a talking sword? What could possibly go wrong when trusting a talking inanimate object?
I mean, I've never read about talking swords, so it just seems skeptical to me.
I don't believe that for a minute.
And Anthony will probably interject and say, "Bitch, please. Just because you haven't read about me doesn't mean I'm not trustworthy, okay? I'm telling you, this is the way. I just, I don't know, dumbasses, try moving some rocks around or something. I'm pretty sure this is the way."
You just dumbasses?
Called you a dumbass. I trust it.
Sword's mean.
You say my sword? It's not my sword.
I just said the sword.
Good. I do not claim ownership. Antony is his own individual. I merely transport him by the grace of my goodness.
Damn straight.
God damn it. Damn it,
Move
Anthony.
some rocks.
What's that?
Move some rocks.
Move some rocks. Yeah, I will. I will. I mean, I guess I'll. Anthony, would you have any issues with me? God, this is not the word that I want to use, but thrusting your tip into the earth for a moment.
Oh my, go for it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna wait for an answer. I'm gonna stab the ground next to the rocks, and I'm gonna try to move the rocks.
Thanks for playing, everyone. We're done for the night.
Strength check, please.
Strength. Oh, man, I think that's an 11. Do you want to give me a help action, Sylvie?
Sure. You can have a help action.
Sylvie,
That's better. That's a 17.
Okay, there you go. That's enough. As you begin like pushing these rocks, a lot of them are pretty big and solidly in place, but you get to one not too far from where Antony, embedded himself just like a rock or two over. And it's a fairly large boulder that when you shift it and move it, a lot of the ones on top of it like collapse, and you have to take a step back because of the sudden avalanche effect. And it throws a bunch of dust in the air. But when that dust clears, there is a small opening into like a tunnel or a cavern of some kind. And you hear Antony proudly decry, "Oh my God! See, I told you!"
You told us what?
That this was the way. Look, I can see the way. My eyes are in my hilt. Okay.
But how do we know that this is the way and not just a way?
Weren't you the one saying that we had to trust the talking sword?
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm with her.
Since when?
Since she started telling you to trust me.
That's fair. I don't remember if I have dark vision or not. I assume this cave is not lit.
It is not lit.
Becky, how would you check if your character has dark vision in D&D Beyond? Characteristics? No. No.
I don't remember. Because I know that like Cora doesn't have it, so
Right. Okay.
it should be like the proficiencies, but it doesn't.
Well,
Yeah, I guess
I don't think I have dark vision then, and I don't think I have like torches either.
You guys for sure have torches.
Really?
You guys for
no, I have torches. I lied.
Gear.
Nope. I have torches.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will reach into my pack and produce one torch.
Are you intending to lead the way?
Well, I'm the one holding the sword, so I guess so.
Tally ho! As you guys go into the cavern, and
Extra ass motherfucker.
You gotta give me a second. Super extra. Yeah. Eva watches a ton of RuPaul, so I have lots of material. I have lots of material.
Oh no!
Let's see here. Okay, so then there's all of that. Okay, one by one, you filter into the pitch black corridor. Besides the light emitted by your torch, of course.
Okay.
The path narrows as you walk further, and you can feel yourself moving deeper underground. The smooth stone walls begin to glisten, and as you reach out to touch them, can feel that they are slick with groundwater. And then suddenly, the slender passage opens, revealing a large open chamber, illuminated with a dim blue hue. Each wall features a pictogram, depicting what appear to be the exploits of a valiant knight. Antony immediately speaks up, recognizing its master, and begins to narrate the scenes as best it can remember as you start moving through this chamber. The first image is an image of a female knight in armor holding the head of a demon aloft. And Antony says, That's her! Oh my God! She was fearless. She saved her people from a corrupted duke by slaying a demon in the town square. I can still taste his blood. Delicious. And as you,
It seems as though your master was fierce.
the most fierce, so fierce. Uh,
Absolutely fabulous.
the
You're
same
welcome.
the same night kneels before a hooded figure, her heart in her hands as she offers it up in the next panel. She's leading a battle charge against an overwhelming force, and her armor is shining as she holds the sword aloft. The image after that features the knight face down in the muck on the battlefield. She looks older, defeated. Looming above her and offering a scroll dripping with blood is a shadowy figure with broken feathered wings. And Antony says, I don't remember this. Uh, and the remaining pictogram. No, I'm sorry. Do you have stop me at any point? I'm assuming you guys are
I
just
was going to
walking
say
through this space.
maybe you were sheathed, so you didn't see it.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Um, the remaining pictograms showcase the knight pulling out her heart and placing it on a large rock, and then stabbing it with the sword. The knight then signs the bloody document, her body more powerful, and a pair of shackles and chains wrapped around her arms, and the sword left behind in the stone. A final pictogram of her returning to the battlefield and stopping an onslaught of evil to save her town once more. And Antony looks up and says, I don't remember any of that either. There is a single door.
Well, it seems as though that was you being thrust into the stone we found you, right? So you wouldn't have been here, correct?
I guess. My memory's so fuzzy after spending all that time in the stone.
Curious.
Um, as you guys reach the end of the chamber, the pictograms lead to a single door out of the room. It's flanked by two statues, and I wish I'd drawn this map and I didn't, so my apologies. And it is flanked by two statues with outstretched hands holding rods that cross over the threshold, and they block the door.
Oh, the rods are
Yeah,
blocked.
so there's like a statue
Okay.
on either side, like, you know, creating X
Some
over
fucking
the door.
Indiana Jones bullshit.
Yeah. It's a great way to put it. It's a great way to
Cool.
put it.
Okay, so we're in the hallway. There's a large door at the end. There's the statues flanking the doorway with the spears across the actual door. Is there anything else in the immediate area, like maybe a keyhole
How about you roll me a perception check? Actually, how about you roll me an investigation check?
I don't even think that would have worked with a perception. I'm not a smart boy. 7.
Yeah.
17.
There you
Great.
go.
Sylvie.
I'm distracted by this sword just like talking, and Sylvie's just like, shut the fuck up. Let me look.
Right, yeah, and I actually really like that. So we'll say that like Sylvie has, or that Anthony has actually like slowed you down a little bit and is still like describing the last pictograms. You
Yeah.
guys are having
Yeah.
that like conversation, like maybe you were just sheathed, you know. And meanwhile, like Sylvie gets to the end of the like pathway and begins, looking around. She finds a couple of things. One, carved in stone above the statues are the words, "Dismisser of Cade, Champion of Rebdak, Jocelyn's sacrifice healed our lands, Savior of the sheltered wood, none but death can stop her, and we'd like to see death try." And on top of that, you find like a like can't think of any way to describe it. Basically, like a button on each of the statues.
Okay.
So Sylvie, that's you.
Come here, I found some buttons. I think we should press them at the same time.
My clothes did not lose any buttons. Why would we press the buttons?
That kind of button. Like pressable buttons. Here, and I wanna I motion him over and I show him the button on one of the statues. And I'll walk over to the other statue.
It's like under the elbow of one of the statues. She leads you over and is like, "There's right here."
I say we should press them at the same time.
These are odd machinations, but I will follow you. You seem to know your way around these things.
Okay, so I'm gonna count down. When I hit 1, we're gonna press it. 3,
God, for this delay.
2, 1.
You guys,
Delayed reaction.
you guys
Yeah.
press the button. Sylvie gets to hers like a second before yours, and you guys hear you hear like the sound of like gears turning, the sound of like something dropping internally inside the statues, and you look as first Sylvie's, but basically at the same time, the rods slide out of both of the statues, and laying on the ground in front of you are two immovable rods with ancient sigils on them.
Immovable. Let's see if this is true.
I'm gonna just stay quiet and let him try to move these unmovable rods.
How do we know they're immovable? Are they like labeled as such?
They're old. They look like treasure. Basically, they're like the dwarven relic equivalent of an immovable rod. So you can identify what it is because it like obviously looks like an immovable rod. You've seen them before, but these are just like really old and kind of ornate.
It has the words unbendable on the side.
It might.
Ah, yes. Bending has been my profession, my family's profession for generations. I'll go over and try to move it.
Yeah, they're not in place anymore, so you can pick them up and move them. No big deal.
Sick.
Aha!
See?
They collapse
Immovable.
down. They collapse down small enough to fit in your bag if you wanted to like stow them away for future use or whatever.
Yeah. I'll grab them. I'll grab one. I'll hold the other. Sylvie, would you like one?
Take one.
Okay, great. You each now have an immovable rod. Congratulations.
What would this be like, player wise? Like, would it be like a quarterstaff or something like that?
I'm going to say that when they hit the ground, the mundane stone parts of the spears like broke away, revealing the I don't know what removable rods are. They're like 2 or 3 feet or something of rod. So they no longer like resemble weapons. They're more like artifacts.
Okay. So like at the very least, it would be like a one-time use club.
Yeah, I mean you could absolutely use it as an improvised weapon for a club stats.
Some bullshit like that. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everything has to be a weapon slab.
When you're talking with
Not
a
everything
barbarian,
needs to be
it
a weapon.
does.
Yeah. Not everything needs to be a weapon, but everything can be a weapon if you try hard enough.
And then, Anthony seems kind of disgusted and is like, I don't know why you do something like that for a weapon when you have me. And as of now, you guys are still in that first chamber with all the pictures on the walls, but the doorway is now open, leading to the not swung open, but is no longer barred, blocked by the statues.
While Slab is like admiring this rod that he picked up, I'm gonna go ahead and push forward and like push on the door to open it now that we have access.
Holy shit! Immovable rod is actually a thing.
I know. That's why I was describing it like it was a thing, because it's a thing.
Right. I didn't realize it was like a thing in D&D Beyond. Like
Yeah.
it gives you a fucking description of it. Shit, that's weird. Okay, sorry. Continue.
Out of curiosity, what's the length on it? Does it say?
Just found it.
I'm pretty sure they're 2 or 3 feet long.
10 feet.
10 feet?
This flat iron rod has a button on one end. You can use an action to press the button, which uses the rod to become magically fixed in place until you or another creature uses an action to push the button again. The rod does not move, even if it's defying gravity. The rod can hold up to 8,000 pounds of weight. More weight causes the rod to deactivate and fall. A creature can use an action to make a DC 30 strength check, moving the fixed rod up to 10 feet on a success. Oh no, it doesn't give a
Interesting.
length.
Well, in my world, they're also collapsible.
Yeah, whatever.
So, there you go. Okay, so the door opens, Sylvie.
Hey.
And
you seem to know your way around the.
Read a lot of books.
And yet none with talking swords. I'm watching you. I don't know why that makes me suspicious of you, but it does.
Are you guys going to pass through the doorway and down the stairs on the other side?
Would you like to lead since you know your way around, or would you like me to lead?
I will lead.
Okay.
Very well. I will bring up the rear.
Ladies first.
Indeed. Anthony, are you okay with this?
I don't have an ego. It's not fragile. I don't need to be in the front. I don't need anything to prove anything to anybody. As long as you swing me at stuff that can bleed, I'll be fine.
I'm gonna hold Anthony away, like I'm gonna point it as far away from me as I can, lean over to Sylvie and whisper, "Do you really think he doesn't have an ego?"
No, that's completely false. He has
Okay, yeah.
probably like the biggest ego I've seen.
All right, cool. Yeah, just wanted to make sure. All right, Anthony. We will continue.
That's completely false.
Cool. Love it. Okay. Descending into the space, the air grows cold and thick. Wisps of white trailing wherever there is movement. Then to the long hallway lies a gateway to another chamber, marked with the phrase, "Empty your heart of all desires. Fill it with a need to serve."
Don't like that.
But it's another threshold. You guys will need to open the gate and move through it to see what's on the other
Right.
side.
Okay, what? Empty your heart's desires, fill it with a need to serve. So I feel like we need to relinquish either all of our things or specific things, or maybe it's things that are tailored to the original, to whoever built this thing. I guess is there a slot to put Anthony or something?
No, but are you guys like talking about this outside the gate right now? Has anybody said anything out loud?
I imagined I was saying that to Sylvie, sort of like thinking out loud, trying to bounce ideas.
Got you. As long as somebody read the thing out loud for Anthony to hear, then he will say, let me see here, fill it with a need to serve. Say, fill it with a need to serve. Say, well, my old master served Cade, the deity, patron, that's the word I'm looking for. Her patron was Cade, and she was in service to him. So
who is this Cade?
He said, he's one of the pantheon. Wow, how long was I in that rock? You really don't know who Cade is? And he's like, what about you? Turns over to Sylvie.
Sylvie, have you read books on this Cade fellow?
I guess DM, would I have read books on Cade?
Only a knowledge check.
I can do a knowledge check.
Read hella books.
I'm gonna assume that's history check because there's no knowledge.
That's the one.
Okay. Yeah, that works. Either be history or just straight intelligence, I imagine.
My history is better, but I don't think it would have mattered anyway because I rolled a 19 on my dice, so that's a 23 total.
Yeah.
You
for sure know who Cade is.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
But you only know who Cade is after spending a lot of time sitting and thinking about it, and you ask Anthony, you're like, so tell me about your master. And you are trying to get Anthony to describe sigils and what the church looked like and the kinds of things that Cade was thought was important. And eventually it clicks that he's talking about this super long forgotten ancient god that's part of the previous era's pantheon that nobody fucking even worships anymore.
Oh. Yeah, so I'll just tell him, I know who he is, but he isn't a relevant god anymore. No one worships him.
What? Really? I don't believe that.
He hasn't been around for a while.
So maybe you just haven't been reading the right kinds of books.
Trust me, I read the right kinds of books.
She reads lots of books.
Well,
just none with talking swords.
Are you really not going to get over this?
Clearly, she is more of a knowledge person than a fiction person. I enjoy the stories.
Oh, man. But anyway, Anthony is pretty astounded that you guys don't know who Cade is. But otherwise, turns to you guys, speaks up and says, well, are we going to go through or not? Are we just going to stand here My master needs me, and she's in there somewhere. I can tell.
Oh, did the door open?
No.
How
Did you
can we
guys
get?
did you guys
How can
push
we
on it?
continue on?
Did you guys try? Did you guys?
I am nervous to push on it because of what it says at the door.
Yes.
Okay.
Anthony, do you? No, no, with the cave. Yeah. Do you have any ideas on how to make this door open?
You could try pushing on it.
Why don't you
I'm
push on it, Slab? Go
yeah,
for
yeah.
it.
I'm gonna walk over. Actually, no. I'm gonna take Anthony and hold the tip out and push the door with Anthony.
Oh
Gotta
my!
stop saying the word tip,
Oh my
man.
God! This is so demeaning. As the gate,
I figured I'd let you do your plan.
uh, pushes open, and I can finally load a map.
Oh no!
Let me see here.
And some shit happened.
And some shit happens. Okay, you guys are gonna have to. I didn't have the time to do like shadows or anything on this. So you guys are placing your stuff here.
Oakley dokley. Where am I? I'm over here. Yaha.
Okay. And through the gate is an open platform that ends with a dropout to a large hall filled with thick mist that completely obscures vision past 10 feet, illuminated by the dim yellow light of 6 globules that drift randomly through the mist. So you guys are like up on a platform, and at like foot level, at like ankle level, maybe like knee level. There's like a fog that goes through, but you can tell that you're up on a platform of some kind, and like there's
Can we tell how tall the platform is?
It is not obvious to you standing where you are now.
All right, I'm gonna go to the edge of it. I'm gonna get to my knees, and I'm gonna hold Anthony down and just kind of lower him until he makes contact with something, if he does at all.
Okay, he does not make contact with anything.
Pretty high up. Don't jump.
Do you have any spells that may disperse this fog?
I mean, I have Misty Step. I could just move myself. What? So you said it's like a fog?
It's like a fog. It's a magical fog.
Cold, fire, lightning, thunder.
If you guys are going to stand here and just like talk about it or like brainstorm for a minute, one of the globules of light does come down and very much like Ocarina of Time style, like comes over. It can't speak, but it like wiggles itself in front of you and like does like a figure 8 and then like floats back, and it floats back and reveals like through the fog, because as it like floats and bounces kind of around here, you can see there's like a platform of some sort, like poking up from the bottom of the fog.
Right. Like we can see the top of the platform.
Yeah, you guys can.
Here.
Yeah, you guys can see both of these platforms. Between the ones that are floating around, you caught a glimpse of this one, and then the light is kind of floating around this, and it's like coming back and floating around you guys, and going back and floating around that. And you guys notice the fog kind of like parts for about 10 feet around where this thing is floating.
Yeah. Question.
Yeah, shoot.
I have control flames as a cantrip. Can I into my hand and like hold it as a little torch?
The light?
It fire, technically.
It is not made of fire. You can move the torchlight from Jeremy's torch. From Slab's torch.
Yeah, I can just give you my torch and I'll pull out another torch for myself.
Because I can. That was my question. If I can just cast it and hold a little flame in my hand.
You have to
Or I have to, like,
manipulate. I
take
think
it.
you have to manipulate a flame that already exists, but you could like pull the
Okay.
flame off of Slab's torch, and Slab could just like relight the torch.
Okay.
I was gonna say, would there be enough like? Well, I guess I could just
Because
relight it on
she's
the
taking
flame
the
that she took,
fire.
right?
She's taking the
Yeah.
fire. She's not taking the oil or the stick. She's just
Right.
taking
Okay.
the
So yeah.
fire.
So she'll take it like, hey, go back to it.
Relight it
it.
off the same fire. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
I love
Exactly.
It.
Yeah.
I love it. That's a puzzle solution. I don't know how, but like one flame that you can move around and you have to relight the same torch. That's a puzzle solution
Yeah.
somewhere. That's great.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool.
Maximum
So then-
Majora. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. I hope you enjoy our nonsense here.
Cool. So now that I have a handful of flame, I'm going to. How far away are the pillars?
How far away is what?
The pillars.
That's a friend of mine.
Oh yeah, sweet. Like the closest one's like 5 feet away. The farther one away is like 10 feet away.
All right. I'm gonna misty step my way to the 10-foot one.
Okay, sounds good. And as you move towards
A
it,
misty step.
the light source
Right.
like sees you moving in that direction and like kind of floats over from this pillar over to the next one, and lights it better for you. Misty step, how does that you just can walk on air or some shit?
I teleport myself within 30 feet.
Sweet. So yeah, so you can just boop, and you are on this platform. And Slab, what's your deal?
I guess I'll get, because I don't remember how jumping works. I guess I'll just get a running start and try to jump here.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't know how it works either, but I have a DC here for either a strength or a dex check. Your call.
Oh, they're about the same for me. Am I doing a save or a straight check?
Whatever one's higher.
Probably a straight check. Well, because my save is technically higher, but I think it's a straight check, so it doesn't really matter. Thing, and oh god, I think I failed. That's a 12.
You successfully make it from the platform you were on onto the pillar. Now that
Hooray!
You are each, and Anthony says, "Way to go!" Like encouraging you as you make the jump. Slab sees to his left, and Sylvie sees to her right. Through the fog, like lining either side of this chamber are 3 sarcophagi, each piled with like gemstones and magical items and delicious looking food and like barrels and casks of wine, and there is loot all fucking over all 6 of these sarcophagi.
Is this a Cave of Wonders puzzle? Would we have to not take any of the treasures?
Could be.
Oh god.
Because what was the saying on the outside of that door? Leave
empty
your
heart, or leave your heart, be ready to serve, or something like that.
Do you want to roll a wisdom check and see if you remember?
Yes.
Oh, you fucking asshole. Yes. I think that's a 14. Wisdom.
We do that.
That's a 14. Yeah,
I have proficiency in wisdom.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. 21.
There we go.
Let's see here. Slab remembers the first half. Empty your heart of all desires. Sylvie remembers the full thing. Empty your heart of all desires. Fill it with a need to serve.
Oh, never mind. That's nothing to do with the treasure.
Empty your heart of all desires and fill it with a need to serve. I don't think we should take anything.
Right? Yeah. Empty your heart. The treasures. So.
Why would you need a treasure? You have me. I'm a treasure. Anthony is like chiming in on this conversation.
Certainly something.
The globules of light are also, doing the same thing they were doing to you on the pillar before. And now one is floating in front of Sylvie and one is floating in front of Slab. And they both appear to be like attempting to. They're
Highlight?
floating in front of you, and then they're floating in front of another pillar, and they're floating in front of you, and they're flying over to another platform, and you guys can see another set of platforms ahead of you.
Cool.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm gonna look over to Sylvie. Should we? I mean, we have nowhere else to go, right?
I think we should keep going.
Alrighty. I will jump.
Okay.
Um,
Are you spelling again, Sylvie, or are you jumping?
I'm gonna spell again.
Okay, then you get to just
You're gonna
move to your
use all your
platform.
spell slots right now?
And Slab can roll me another check.
Okay. Let's go with this guy. Oh no, I fell.
You fell. What'd you roll?
A 7.
Yeah, you did. So Slab does not make it.
No.
But only falls about 10 feet.
Okay.
And unfortunately, it's 10 feet into the fog,
Spikes.
and
Shit.
you are completely surrounded by fog, with the only clear direction being a path straight from you to the nearest sarcophagi. Otherwise, that yellow fog has surrounded you in all directions,
Okay.
except for a narrow Moses-esque channel, which you can see leads directly to the sarcophagi.
Okay.
Sylvie, you look around to see that Slab has not made his jump. You can hear that Slab has not made his jump.
I think I'm fine, but I can't see anything except this thing that was next to me. Oh god, did anything happen up there? Anything?
No, not that I can see. Are you sure you're okay?
Not really, but I think so.
Should we do?
I think you should continue, and I will try. I'm gonna go next to that thing that was next to me. I'm gonna get right up next to it, and I'm gonna turn 90 degrees, and I'm just gonna walk straight.
So you're gonna walk up to it, turn 90 degrees, right or left?
To the right.
To the right.
Yeah, to the right. I'm gonna go because I fell down. I fell down here somewhere. Right. I see this.
Yep.
So I'm gonna get right up next to it.
Uh-huh.
Turn to the right from where I was facing it. The sarcophagus right in front of me.
Right.
I'm gonna turn to the right so I can I'm gonna make explicit note that I did not touch the sarcophagus.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I'm going to just follow it, and just try to keep a straight line this way.
Okay. Once you pass the threshold of the sarcophagus, you are 360 degrees surrounded by the fog, and you are just kind of blindly making your way forward. And then when you get pretty close, the next sarcophagus basically becomes visible, but your whole right side is still solid fog. But you can tell that you've made it from the first sarcophagus to the second sarcophagus, and you're
I'll get halfway.
Okay.
Like how big are these sarcophagi?
They're like 10, 12 feet long, something like that.
Okay, so yeah, I'll find it. I'll take a couple steps and stop where I think is halfway ish, and I'll say to Sylvie, I found another one. I'll wait here, and maybe you can find something up there. I basically just want to keep moving along with Sylvie as best I can.
Okay. Sylvie, the light has guided you and shown you yet another pillar standing point thing.
Hooray.
Alright. Because I don't have unlimited Misty Step.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and jump.
Roll your check.
Would it be strength or acrobatics? It's just
you get to decide strength or dex. So acrobat. Yeah, you get to decide either one.
I'll do acrobatics.
You either use your strong legs or you use your nimble self. That's
you're gonna try to out fabulous Anthony.
I'm gonna use my nimble little elf self. Oh fuck! I got an 8.
You also fall.
Immediately.
And you cannot see anything except a path to the next sarcophagi.
All right, I'll yell out. Yeah, I fell too. But I see
Shit.
the sarcophagi. I'll go over there.
Okay, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay. All right. I'm next to the second one,
Mhm.
and I've just been trying to follow it just forward.
Yeah.
So do you wanna try to like pace ourselves so we go at the same time, same speed, all that?
Yes, I believe I'm in front of the second one on my side too.
Okay, so turn to your left, I'll turn to my right, and we'll just take steps and count them as we go until we hit something and call out if somebody hits something first or something. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a great system, you guys. I am going to DM narrate, move you guys along a little bit. You hit
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
you hit the next sarcophagi,
Cool.
and I'm assuming that your excellent communication skills tell each other that. Do you
That's
want to talk to each other?
that's what the plan was.
Do you guys want to? Do you guys want to talk to each other at this point?
I think we're
I,
good.
I'm at the next one.
Yeah, me too.
All right, cool. Well, let's do that again and just keep going until we hit something.
Okay.
You guys hit a wall.
Okay. Uh, we, I imagine we would remember. Well, when we were back on the initial platform, could we have seen the sides of the room?
Yeah, sticking out above the fog. Yes.
Okay, cool. So I'm thinking back to that. Okay, I think we should turn inwards and we might meet each other.
Yes, turn inwards and meet in the middle.
Okay, and we're gonna do that.
You guys do that, but before you meet each other, you are met by like a. Oh shit, that's not a good color. You guys are met by like a dome-shaped, like wall, basically.
Okay, well I guess I'll just follow the dome around.
Yeah, and you guys meet pretty near the middle.
Awesome.
Oh,
You guys
darn you.
actually bump
Okay.
in. You guys straight up slam into each other.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh god.
This feels familiar.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we need to stop meeting this way.
Gross.
I didn't mean it like that. Jesus Christ. So what is this? Is this a force field or is this like another wall? Is it just like an invisible barrier of some sort?
It feels like a stone wall. When you're running your hand along it, it feels like it's made of the same material as the platform you were standing on before and the walls on either side of the building.
Stone, you say. Let's see which stone breaks first, and I'm gonna try to attack the wall with my great axe.
Cool. Roll the hit, I guess. Sylvie, what are you gonna do?
Fucking damn it! That's a 13.
It's a wall. You hit.
Sick. Do you want me to do damage?
I
or
want you to do
pointless?
damage if you're attacking it. That's what you do, right?
Okay. Okay, cool.
I thought
Ooh,
I
a
had to write
D12.
wall down from my fucking hit point tracker. That's
7 points of damage.
And you deal 7 points of damage to the wall, which I'd have to look up to find whether or not that is significant. You definitely blow away a couple of chunks of stone.
Cool.
I am a fucking moron. I'm a druid who could have taken wild shape and flown.
Yeah, you're dumb. Proud of you. Instead, you wasted 2 spell slots on fucking Misty Steps.
I did.
You know, as long as you're having fun, that's what's important, right, guys?
What a dumb bitch I am.
Hey, don't talk about yourself that way. Only I can call you a bitch, okay?
Shut the fuck up, Anthony. All right. Can I see anything above? Like if I look up, or is it like the dome? Like does the dome cover it?
It's not a dome. It's just like a round. It's just a rounded wall. You look up and you lose it in because you can only see like a foot in front of your face. So you can like lean in and see the wall, and you can like feel it's there, but you can't. It's all fog above you. You can't see.
Meanwhile, I'm right next to you, just smacking it with an axe.
You can hear him smacking it with the axe. Yeah, I'm gonna say a piece of rubble like hits you, bounces off your breastplate. I guess you're a druid, so you don't have a breastplate. Bounces off your shoulder.
I don't. Yeah, I have leather armor because she's a big baby.
No, then it bounces off your armor.
Fuck. Just
I guess I'll magic shape into an owl because that'll also give me dark vision.
Cool.
Sick.
You can
And
do that.
Oh,
I can't
yeah.
do that.
So that
That's a
happens,
thing.
but you still can't see through the fog.
Fuck. All right. Well, I'll fly up and see if I can see if there's a top to this wall or not.
You fly up and you break through the fog. Like I said, it was like knee height from where you were standing on the previous platform. So if the platform, so you figure you flew probably about 10 feet up. The wall's probably about 10 feet up, and then you like broke through. And as soon as you broke through, all the like globules of light, seeing you in the air, immediately start moving across the chamber towards you.
Oh, I got I can't talk to him because I'm an owl.
Cool.
I think you
cool.
can. I think you maintain the ability to speak as an animal in wild shape as a druid. I'm fairly certain. Because you maintain your stats. You keep your intelligence stat. You like when you roll saves with your stats. So you have your languages,
cool.
not the owl's languages.
Okay. Nope. When you transform, you assume the beast's hit points and hit dice.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. So I'm a full owl.
Oh,
Full
okay.
ass polymorph.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
you,
never
you
mind.
can't cast spells. Your ability to speak or take any action that requires hands is limited to the capabilities of your beast form.
Cool. Thanks for being honest. So you can hoot at your companion if you want.
I shall hoot.
Can I hear the hoot over the sound of my axe hitting?
Roll me a
rock?
perception check. Sylvie, I want to know if you're reacting at all to the globules of light that are getting closer to you.
Yes,
There we
the
go.
hoot was kind of like a warning about those lights.
Okay, cool. I definitely noticed it
Okay.
because you said perception, right?
Yeah.
That's a 19.
That's your senses. Yeah, you can for sure.
Yeah.
You hear the owl hoot above you that you know to be your companion. Companion, Sylvie, what are you doing?
Sylvie?
I'll dive down and dive back up again, and I'll keep doing that to get the little globules to follow me.
So you come over and you dive down, and the globules follow you, and all of a sudden, Slab's vision opens up, and he can see a 10-foot curved wall leading to obviously some kind of platform that would have been at ground level from where they started in this room. Can see a number of these light sources following closely behind Sylvie, and then as soon as Sylvie turns to start flying up again, they split the difference and come back up, and they're very obviously following her and gaining on her, and it's like a bunch of light sources just buzzing around them. And Sylvie, is fly a skill in D&D?
I don't think so. I think you have flying speed because I'm an owl right now.
Yeah, but you don't have to roll a check. Cause swim is a thing in D&D, right?
Yeah, but swimming and flying is just different kinds of movement, but not everything has that movement inherently.
Right, but you can't get knocked out of the air by somebody attacking you, and then have to do a
you
fly
can.
check.
I imagine that would just be like a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Becky, roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Woo.
Sounds like a thing to me, right?
Hold on. I pulled up the owl stat block.
Got you. Because you are an owl. That makes sense. Yeah.
Because I am an owl.
Because
Yeah.
you are an owl.
So, the owl doesn't provoke attack of opportunities when it flies out of an enemy's reach.
Sick.
Ooh.
But Dex. Oh, we're gonna go with 16.
You're able to keep aloft, but these orbs are they're not attacking you, but they are. You know how Slab was bumping into Thump earlier, trying to redirect him? They're all doing that to you in all different directions. They're danger close, pressing up against you, and it's hard to go through the physical motion of flapping your wings because they're occupying all the space around you. And you can tell that if they're gonna stick on you like this, you're probably going to have to your character's equivalent of knowing you're going to have to roll a dex save every round you're in the air because these things are making life difficult for you.
Okay. I will fly back down then and perch on Slab's shoulder.
And as soon as your feet hit the ground, hit
Ugh.
Slab's shoulder, and Slab can see all this because the orbs of light throw the fog out 10 feet around.
Well, I
you.
was gonna ask: is there a light, like the only light that's actually breaking this fog right
Yes,
now?
absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And so you can see Sylvie land on your shoulder, and then can also see that the moment her feet touch your shoulder, like instantly all the orbs like stop, and they just start kind of like butterflies, like floating away, like back to their previous, encounters, and you guys lose what little bit of vision you had as the last one drifts up out of sight.
I'm gonna take like 2 steps to the left and then back to the right.
Okay. No reaction from anybody.
I'm gonna start running around in circles.
No reaction from anybody.
I'm just like an owl gripped on your shoulder.
Yeah.
You feel the talons, like the tips of them, like poking through the armor.
Ow! Stop it! Hey, fly around me. See if they come back while you're in the air.
I'll just kind of like look at him with my owl eyes and hope that it conveys a message of what the fuck do you think is gonna happen before I jump back up into the air.
As soon as you break the fog, you can see that all of the orbs are converging on you again.
So they're attracted to things that aren't or that are above the fog. Previously, they
magic.
What do you mean? I mean, like it's probably clearly magic.
They're attracted to things that are casting magic.
Oh, okay.
Because they started to lead us to the pillars after I cast Control Flame in my hand.
That's
and then it
right.
was following me when I was doing Misty Steps.
So when you're up above the fog, can you see like a platform or something that this stone surface is leading? Like, does it end up as a platform?
From Dave's description, I think that's what it was.
Are you guys describing this right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that ends in a platform, which you can see.
Hey, Dave, can I try to do something really stupid?
I love it when my players try to do stupid stuff.
Cool. I have 4 javelin. Can I take one in each hand and like stab them into the wall and try to like climb this stone wall?
Oh my god, I love it. Yeah. Roll me 3 strength checks and let me know what their totals are.
Okay. Let's go with some metal boys.
Sylvie, this process is going to take him some time, and you can see him pulling out these javelins, like looking at the wall, like walking over to it, like tapping it with the tip of the javelin, and like rearing back to.
Okay, can I fly over to the base of the platform and land?
You can, and when you break the fog, you see everything moving towards you, and then the moment your feet hit the ground, they stop and float back loosely.
Is it just me flying? Is that what's triggering them? What did you roll, Jeremy?
I got a 19, a 6, and a 5.
Ooh, that is enough for you to make a great start, and to not quite finish and end up falling. However, your top 2 javelins are still in place. You just, missed your grip, basically. So there are 2 javelins in the wall. You still have 2 javelins, but the closest one to you is too far away up the wall, because the first one was successful, and then you lost your grip.
How high up is that second one?
No way for you to tell without remembering, because you can't see it because of the fog.
Can I just try to vertical jump as high as I can?
Yeah. Are you going to do anything else while you're jumping, or are you just going to jump up and hope that your head hits the javelin?
Why don't you try again?
I was going to jump because I want to try to start at that rather than waste another one and leave it in there. But I want to try to jump up and grab it, and if it's too high. I want to at least see how high up it is.
Let me think. Let me think about this. You're 6'6"?
Yeah, that sounds good. I said yeah. No, I think I said 6'7". Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
6.
Oh, did I say? Okay, yeah, 6'6".
Yeah, you said not to be a bitch, but you said 6'6" at the beginning.
No, I didn't remember. Okay, cool, thanks.
I'm gonna say
I forgot to actually note that.
I'm gonna say that you are close enough that in jumping to try and see where it is, you saw where it was as you domed it basically about 8 feet up. Clunk. Almost
Sick.
at the apex of your jump, you ah.
Okay, so that was the second one, and you said that there's
one more above
below
that.
it.
Above that.
Oh, there's one more above it. Okay, cool. Yeah, then I'll just jump and knowing roughly the height it is now, I want to jump and try to grab that one, so then I can go back and grab the second one, so I can continue.
Sounds good. Sylvie, there's a lot of ruckus coming down here, and you're hearing Anthony
I'm coming, Sylvie!
yes, you can do it, you can do it. No, ow! And then, okay, just, it's fine. I don't like being on the ground, but let's, one more time, let's go. And there's obviously
If
some
you don't
trouble
stop
being
talking,
had.
I'm gonna thrust you into the wall next.
You wouldn't dare.
Try me. Yes, I said thrust again, Becky. Deal with it.
The amount of times that you have said thrust and
I've
tip
only
in
said-
this session.
It's not my fault. He's a sword.
He is a sword.
It's been at least 3 times you've said thrust and 5 times you've said tip.
I genuinely only remember twice for thrust and once for tip, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
You said thrusting at one point.
We'll check the record. We'll check the tape and see.
You had a thrusting in there somewhere.
I definitely remember thrusting, yeah.
Thick link, I would dare.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, Sylvie, you are in owl form on top of this platform, listening to Slab have a hell of a time.
Yep.
What are you doing while he's having a hell of a time?
Contemplating my choices in life that led me to this point.
That led you there.
Love it. Okay, Slab, roll me another strength check, and let's see if you can...
Just one?
Just one. You don't need to place any more anymore. You just need one more, and you're there.
Christ. 11?
Sylvie sees Slab clambering over the edge, and Slab's eyes break the mist, and he just sees Sylvie in owl form, owl head cocked, sideways, big owl eyes staring at her, and he's scrabbling Lion King style about to fall.
Alright, I will end my wild shape and grab him.
I was gonna say, can you just turn back and grab me?
You know what's great about this? Is that I'm holding his arm and getting ready to pull up, and I'll look him dead in the face and go, I've had rope this whole time. Make one big pull.
Yeah, that pull is enough. I don't want to keep you guys in this room anymore. You guys are, congratulations, you're both successfully on the platform.
Rope this whole time? Show me.
Human me had rope this whole time. Owl me couldn't do anything. No.
Show me.
Oh my god.
No. My gear follows me into my wild shape, so owl me couldn't do anything.
I wanted you to hold it out because I was gonna take it and Sparta kick you off.
Yeah, that's exactly why I didn't show you.
And she would have gotten a reflex save, for the record, to not get kicked off the ledge.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But if she did fall, then I would have had the rope that I could have lowered down for her, so that's fine.
2 wild shapes. I would have just changed into an owl again.
Yeah, that too.
Love it.
Okay, cool. We did the thing. Yay, go us.
Looking behind you, you see that you are now on the opposite side of the chamber. You can see the gate that you entered through, and all these different globules of light floating around. You see the occasional platform, lit up, and you guys are like, "Oh, you're probably supposed to jump on the platforms to get across." Well, fuck that! And turning the other way.
Thanks for the help, Anthony.
You're so welcome. Turning the other way, you guys are able to see A great stone cavern. Um, oh, interesting. Okay.
Can
So I didn't place them here appropriately, but on either side of this doorway are two
Oh
statues. They're statues.
God.
They're statues. They're statues. They're exactly like the two that you saw in the entrance up to this point, with the exception that two stems of armored warriors carrying halberds bearing an uncanny resemblance to the warrior statues in the antechamber. Yep. Yep. They aren't barring the way, though. They're just standing there.
perception check?
Yeah, perception or investigation.
Actually, can I Arcana to see if there's anything magical going on with these guys?
They have a faint magical glow, yes.
Love that. I'll turn to Slab and be like, hey, they're magic.
I mean, given what we just went through, not surprised.
I can sense it with my feelers.
Can I? I'm gonna hold out Anthony, and just like kind of poke him past like their threshold, to see if like the statues might react to something crossing the post that they're guarding or whatever.
Good call.
Notice the specific words I did and did not use.
I know. Oh, I know.
Oh, what? No, I wasn't paying attention. Oh, you didn't use tip or thrusting?
Correct.
Roll me a reflex save, Slab.
Ooh, 12.
Getting kicked off the platform.
No,
Please,
no.
please, God, no.
Because what happens as he holds Anthony out, Anthony says, I'm getting real tired of opening all your doors for you. And he gets cut off as one of the statues comes to life. And he takes his halberd and he like slams up against Anthony. And you hear the sound of like stone on steel as Anthony cries out, "Oh my God!" And you feel him like recoil, not being prepared for this. You like attempt to tighten your grip on the sword and are just able to keep Anthony in your hand. And then the statue returns to its previous position.
But he just cut Anthony in half, right? Or just the blade?
He just struck. They just struck.
Talking.
Yeah, he got cut off. Like his speech was cut off, not Anthony was cut
off. Oh, okay.
Oh, no,
yeah,
no,
no. I saw your thought process there. No, Anthony.
I was wondering why you were reacting so strongly to that. Yeah, no. Anthony's speech got cut off.
Anthony gets cut off. Like, what?
No, Anthony's speech gets cut off.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah, he's fine, but he's kind of pissed. He's like, you guys need to open your own fucking doors.
Well, maybe if you had legs, I wouldn't have to hold you. Otherwise, I'm going to use you as I see fit, and I'm going to throw him in a scabbard on my back.
You can't just...
I'm a wave.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's my trident who sings sea shanties from my back.
So, what are we thinking here, Sylvie? Should we try to just, like, dive roll past?
Are there buttons on this one?
I don't know. Nobody has rolled me any checks yet. You talked about rolling both a perception and an intelligence, but nobody actually did. So, you guys don't know.
Yeah, I'll roll a perception check.
Yeah, same.
Nope, that's a 10. Actually, no, that's an 8.
That's a 25, baby.
Hell yeah, you perceptive as...
These dice are on fire tonight.
Sylvie,
seriously, holy shit,
is able to determine that each of the statues has a small round hole through their body where their heart should be, and that hole is approximately the diameter of the rod that you were given earlier.
Ha!
I was thinking, all right, I'll be like, Slab, there's a small hole where their heart is supposed to be. take your rod from the other room and shove it in there. Take your rod and
And
shove
thrust
it
it.
deep.
I'm gonna thrust it.
Thrust it deep into that hole.
And clipped.
Oh god. Okay, yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna thrust the rod deep into that
Thrust your
statue.
rod deep into the hole.
Oh, man.
Oh fuck.
Oh.
We're
Okay,
we're fucking 12.
ready?
God damn it.
12.
We're gonna do it together. This is a 4-way. You ready?
Okay. Do you wanna hold hands while we do it?
I would actually. Yes, thank you.
You guys are close enough to do that. Absolutely.
This is gonna be a very intimate moment that happens between the 5 of us.
Oh yeah, because there's
Anthony,
Anthony.
Slag,
Anthony's
or not
still
slag,
here.
slab feels like a small amount of pressure on his back as Anthony comes out of the sheath just long enough to say, "I'd rather be in someone's hand," and then he like jumped basically out of your sheath for a second.
Right. You'll
All
get
right.
your turn. Hold on, and then
All right.
we'll
You
we'll
ready?
hold
And then jumps
hands
back
and we'll
out.
do the thing.
You hold on to me.
All right. 2, 1. Shove.
Go.
Uh, as you guys
Thrust.
as you guys thrust the rods into those stony holes,
God
you
damn it.
watch as the guards go from like an on guard to they rotate and stand sideways against the wall, very clearly opening the space up for you guys.
They respect your intellect, Sylvie, as do I.
Thanks, but it was more of the thrusting.
Your
Tally ho!
your thrusting prowess knows no bounds.
Oh, man.
Gross. All right. Onwards and
Yeah.
upwards, I guess.
Yeah, continue.
Are we still holding hands?
That's up to you guys.
Fuck yeah, we're holding hands.
Fuck yeah, we're holding hands.
This is a scary dungeon. We need to hold hands so we can stay safe.
Sylvie, you got a pretty good passive perception, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
16.
I don't.
This is just a wall, but you do feel a draft that is not natural as you're passing this section.
Well, I'll just be like, hey, I'll like tug on his hand because we're still holding hands. So I'll be like, hey, there's a there's a draft coming through. Sorry, I looked at Dave's
Onwards
chat.
and inwards.
Onwards and inwards.
There you go.
Classic.
Oh,
Anyway, I'll point to Sab. I'll be like, I think there's something behind this wall.
I will. I mean, do I need, because she told me about it? Do I need to roll a perception to see what she's talking about,
no,
or can I just
you
see
can tell
the?
exactly what she's talking about.
All right, cool.
Hold on, I really have to go blow my nose. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Yeah, do the thing. Is there? So that there's a breeze coming through. Is there a seam like on the bottom or on one or both of the sides or the top or anything?
Yeah, there are seams. Yeah, it is
All around?
obviously. Yeah, it is obviously an unnatural section of wall.
Okay. I guess I'll try to push it, I guess.
Cool. Strength check. You're good at those.
Not lately. Try different dice.
That's the joke.
That's a nat 20.
There you go. The door is so old and has not been used in so long that it's not open the way it is intended. You just push the entire section of wall in and over. And when the dust clears, you see a small chamber with a lot of it has the same vibe as all of the sarcophagi that you had passed before. There's a little bit of everything here. There's some money, there's some gemstones, there are weapons and armor, and basically for the purposes of this, you already have your +1 weapon, but there is for Sylvie there's another +1 of whatever she wants to use, and then for Slab, Would you rather have a +1 weapon that's not Anthony?
I think it would be weird if we didn't use Anthony, so I feel like I'll just keep Anthony unless there's like some fucking attachment I can just like attach to his hilt or something to make him better.
No, nothing like that. I'm trying to think of
Yeah,
what
yeah,
would
yeah.
be good for you as
It's fine. I
You know
can
what?
just keep Anthony.
You know what? There are a pair of +1 javelins in there for you.
Ooh,
There you go.
I'm a big fan of javelins.
I know you are,
especially
and
'cause
you
I
just
left-
left, and you just left some in the stone. So
I just left 2 in the stones.
that-
Yeah.
that's a
Now
great.
here's
That's a
the
great
thing,
loot item for you
Sylvie.
guys.
This room, I'm sure that you can tell, but it's got that same feeling that the treasure back with the fog room had. As enticing as these objects may be,
No, hold on. Before
I
you continue
don't.
that, the vibe was just me trying to describe the pile of treasure vibe, not the ominous feeling vibe. It appears to be a pretty mundane pile of
Oh,
treasure.
okay. Becky, you're still muted.
Thanks. I've been talking to myself this whole time.
Oh yeah, we couldn't hear
Cool.
you.
Sorry.
Cool. All of that for me. I figured you guys didn't want to listen to me blow my nose, so I muted myself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
big preach.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I snatched a quarterstaff. So it's already too
Okay.
late. I snatched something.
Yeah, and you're
Big.
you're good. Some of the gold and gems like shift behind it and like avalanche down a little bit, but you.
No, so like I push the door open. I'm telling her, so this room, it feels kind of, and then she just grabs it. And I'm like, okay. I like ready myself for some shit to happen. Nothing does, so I'll just like cautiously go in and grab my javelins and jump back out of the room.
Yep, you guys are good.
Weapon.
You say +2 javelin?
Plus, you know what? Javelins are disposable. Yeah, they're +2.
All right, cool.
They
Just
were
the
they were
weapons?
they were +1, but it's a +2 now.
So no, I'll take the +1s.
No, because javelins are disposable, so it makes sense to the javelins would have a little more oompah behind them, and they have a lower max damage than Becky's.
Yeah.
Did, so.
Holy shit!
I
There
don't have a
are
problem with
actually
that.
+2 javelins. Neat.
Okay, so then Jeremy has a pair of +2 javelins. Becky has a +1 quarterstaff. You know what? You each all found an extra potion of healing. I know you haven't needed it yet, but go ahead and add that to your inventory.
Ooh, okay.
And
Lost a single point of health, so
there you go. And
Don't fucking jinx it.
I know I'm gonna die next.
Yeah.
Shit fuck. Okay, and you guys are standing outside the treasure room. It sounds like.
Yep. And we're continuing on.
Okay.
And we're
I actually imagine
walking,
we're coming up towards the end of it, right?
Yeah, we're getting there. How much longer do you have in you, just so I know?
Maybe like another hour.
It'll be tight, but we can probably get you guys there.
I just Thursday mornings are my shit mornings. I have 3.5 hours of back-to-back meetings starting at 7:30 a.m.
You are all
So-
good.
We're good. Let's keep going. Let's do this.
Let's do it. Okay.
Do
We turn this corner. I guess I'll roll a perception to see if I notice whether or not there's going to be a boulder following us.
A boulder following you? Oh, I got you.
There you go. Yeah, I guess we'll. Is there fog in this corridor?
No,
Can we see
you guys.
pretty
This is all clear.
clearly all the way down?
This is all clear, assuming that Sylvie has a torch of some kind, or Slab has a torch of some kind. Then yeah, you guys can see. It's dark,
Yeah,
but there's no fog.
I'll say I dropped my my torch previously, and I'll light another one.
Cool.
And I'll take his fire from it again and hold it in my
Take
hand.
the fire again.
Cool. That's great. Love it. Slab, what's the result of your check?
Torch. Oh, I'm sorry. What am I doing? Perception?
I don't know. You told me. You were like, I want to see if a boulder's going to follow us.
Oh, I wasn't sure if you wanted me to be serious. That's a 17.
There's no boulder behind you. There's no traps
Cool.
behind you. You guys are good.
Perfect.
Is there
Love to see it.
anything behind or in front of us?
He did not look in front of you. He looked behind him.
True.
All right, I guess I'll look in front of us.
Good job, Sylvie.
19.
Thinking with your noodle. Hey,
uh,
I only win.
you find. We'll keep it simple. You see a tripwire running across the chasm. about 10 feet in front of you.
Okay.
Point.
There's
to
a-
be
So
like,
Sylvie sees it, while
Yeah,
Slab is looking
okay.
behind him for a boulder.
No, we're walking back to back. She's forward, and I'm walking back with
and
Anthony.
I'll stop. And so he like smashes into me, and I'll be like, "There's a tripwire in front of us.
Well,
Carefully
no, so,
step
no,
around
so
it."
you stop, and then I bump into you. I'm like, God, we need to stop doing this.
It's a real meet cute.
Oh, man.
In the middle of a dungeon with a talking sword.
After we've already held hands
With a talking sword.
with a talking sword.
Oh, man.
All right, so I'll be like, "There's a tripwire, so make sure that you step over it. Do not
Ah.
trip it."
Good catch, Sylvie. I will make sure to do so.
All right, we step
to not
over
do
the
so.
tripwire.
Okay.
Do
Yes.
not trigger it.
Got you. That's fine. You guys saw it. You can step over it and continue down the passageway if you like.
Hooray! I will resume walking backwards, following her.
Roll another check for this portion of the hallway.
You were all good.
Unless-
Your previous check covered
Okay.
the whole hallway.
Covers the hallway. Okay, then I'm good. Let's
So you
do
guys get to the end of the hallway.
Cool.
And Sylvie sees that the area opens up to a large room with a huge pit that looks exactly like it is in the picture, with spikes coming out of it, with the exception of inside the pit are a fuck ton of bones. Just a whole big ass, 10-foot diameter, no, 20-foot diameter pit of fucking bones.
Did you manage to find the only D&D module with a Sarlacc pit?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the Sarlacc.
It's like a stone thing. I think it's supposed to be like a mimic thing, but I don't.
That's a Sarlacc.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what the deal is. You can see the stones in it.
Sarlacc pit.
Look,
Stone lack.
There's a stone there.
It's a
There's
stone
a
lack
stone
pit.
there. There's a stone there. Look at it. It's all. Oh man. Okay.
Okay.
Sylvie has not told Slab anything. Has Sylvie stopped? Did you guys bump into each other again? What?
No, sorry.
I think we bumped into each other because she was walking forward. Stopped once
Becky
we.
was distracted by her cat.
Got you. Got you.
Sylvie's
fair.
gonna like just put her hand behind her to like stop him and be like, "I think you should turn around and see this."
Oh, very, very well. I will step around and this is an interesting chamber.
This is not good.
There are two obvious openings here and here.
Okay.
They're like that, like lead somewhere else, but you're not sure where.
I'll roll a perception check in this room, see if I notice any sort of fuckery.
Yeah, roll a perception check.
Perception with you. There we go. That's a 16.
You hear like a scraping and a clattering and the sound of like hollow items being tapped and scraped together, all coming from the middle of the room.
Cool. I'm gonna slowly walk towards it.
Don't towards it.
And Anthony's gonna pipe up and say, "I think you should listen to her. I don't want to be anywhere near that thing. Give me to the lady. I don't want to be with you anymore."
I'm gonna hold Anthony by the tip of the blade, and I'm gonna, because he said that he can see through his hilt, right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try to hold him out to see if he can see down the pit.
You're about to get your sword hit.
And immediately Anthony says, "There's something at the bottom of this pit. They're moving. We should get out of here."
Okay. As soon as he says that, I'm gonna say, "All right, you got it, Sylvie. There's some. He saw. You heard him. Let's go." Oh.
You guys fucking broke my Discord.
We broke your Discord. Oh, and we switched positions now. There we go. Okay.
Did you hear anything that just happened?
You tried to hold your sword over the pit, and then Dave
Cool. Yeah.
to yell.
He looked inside the pit and saw something, and he's freaking out. So I was like, "Hey, Sylvie, he saw. You heard him. Let's go." He basically said, "There's something in there. Get the fuck out of here."
Like I said, don't go near the fucking pit, and you went near the fucking pit.
You went near the fucking pit.
Yeah, I'm gonna book it this way, but I'm gonna stop right here and try to make a quick perception check to see if there's anything in this little fucking hallway.
You make that roll. Sylvie, what are you doing?
Hug the wall
Okay.
as I
Good
walk
call.
like this way
Good call.
against the wall, and then I'll like walk this way.
Slab, what's the result of your search, of your check?
13.
You can see that the wall comes to a dead end about 20 feet in front of you and then veers off to the left. Sylvie, you can, as you're
Son of a bitch.
as you're hugging the wall, moving around, looking, I'm assuming towards the center of the room, you see a bony hand and arm clamber out, and a second bony hand and arm, and you see a skull rising up, and there are skeleton creatures obviously assembling themselves and attempting to shamble out of this pit.
I want to throw a magic stone at one of the skeletons.
As like a passing thing, and are you still moving, or are you stopping to engage in combat?
I'm as a passing thing. I just want to huck a pebble at a skeleton.
Roll me a check. Roll me a check.
What kind of check?
To see if you hit with your fucking stone. An attack, or whatever the fuck it
Yeah,
is.
attack the thing.
Hold on, I forgot what it was. Hold on.
Magic stones, isn't it?
Wait, yeah,
Oh, there's
16?
two. Icky.
Okay, give me a second. I gotta pull up the stat block for these guys. That hits.
Okay. 9 points of stone damage.
The stone hits and disassembles one of the skeletons, which had, been assembled previously. And you look and see, like, you like destroyed it from like the top half, and you see another skeleton that like is a top half, like walk over on its arms and like set itself down on the new bottom half that has recently lost its top half. They're interchangeable from the looks of it.
God, this is terrifying. The
That's not
stone
good.
did nothing. The stone did nothing.
That's not good. Let's book it.
Book it.
You guys are booking?
Booking.
I will lead the way
Okay.
because I can tank something better than Sylvie can in case anything happens in front of us.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, we'll go there. I guess we'll just keep going. Well, okay, I turn this corner. I guess I'll get to the end of the hallway and kind of take a look around this room.
Yeah, the obvious things are a stairway. It's a big hexagonal room. No, pentagonal room, 5-sided. And the and there's a large staircase leading down, and two statues on either side. But these ones are in a kneeling position with their heads down and their weapons on the ground.
Where are their hands?
One's on their weapon, and the other is across their breast like this.
Okay, so the weapons, they're holding their weapons on the ground.
Yeah,
not
so
their weapons
they're holding weapons like this, so
Okay.
bottom of weapon on the ground,
Right,
arm like
okay.
this, and then
The
posture.
tip of the weapon is thrust into the ground.
The tip of the weapon is pointing up.
Oh, damn.
Well, this got blown. No. Okay. Shit. I guess perception check to see if there's any more inscriptions or shit to give us a hint at what the fuck is going on here.
I won't even make you roll. There are
Cool.
no holes in their hearts. There are no words in. Well, let me make sure. There are no words inscribed anywhere. They are just a pair of kneeling statues next to a staircase in an otherwise empty room.
I just want to go to the staircase. I'm so scared of the skeleton.
Yeah.
Coming from
Okay.
this.
Yeah. No. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
All right, Sylvie.
Cool.
Here goes nothing.
You guys approach the stairwell. Place your feet on the first step, and nothing happens, and you continue down the stairs.
Get down the stairs.
Fantastic. Book it. Go.
Okay.
Go. Booking.
You guys book, and okay. This next area will probably eventually involve some theater of mind. So keep that in mind as we move forward. Okay. So give me a second. It's a new area, so I gotta find the place and read the thing. Exiting the stairs onto a large platform, you're met by an eerie calm, especially compared to the panicked fleeing that you all were doing just a moment ago.
Mm-hmm.
As hanging in the darkness are millions of tiny motes of light. So pinpricks of light compared to the bowling ball size orbs that were floating around in that first room. These are like 1/1000th of the size, but there are like a bunch of them just like floating through, kind of in a celestial star-like manner. They drift slowly, moving through them. And moving through them is akin to walking underwater. As you like step through them onto the platform, they kind of like wash away from you, kind of thing. Like you push them away as you move through, but it's not like they're moving on their own. It's kind of like if you were wading your way through water that had a bunch of like algae and shit in it. As you walked through, the algae would move away from you, creating like a space behind you where there were no light until it filtered back in behind you.
Right. Okay.
A wide staircase leads to a platform. With a small pedestal, atop of which floats a bar of silver, hovering like the letter I, so straight up and down.
Like the letter I.
Behind it are two large empty archways.
Okay.
That's what you can see.
I'll go to the top of the stairs and I guess roll a perception for like traps or something.
Cool, go for it. Sylvie?
Any other bullshittery that might beat us whilst here? That's a nat 20.
Sick.
I'll let him do that. Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'll roll also my
Hooray.
perception, which is a 21.
All right.
We see everything even harder.
Yeah, so you guys both don't see anything that looks like a trap. It's very clear that these archways and this pedestal with this silver bar are connected somehow. And looking around, the room is filled with a similar sense of darkness to the fog, but whereas the last one had like a yellowish hue to it, the darkness in this room is black in total, except for the few pinpricks of light. And peering off the edges of the platform, you couldn't tell if it was 10 feet, 20 feet, 100 feet, or a million feet.
Okay.
But with both of your incredibly high rolls, you are able to see that there is another platform on the other side, with a similar pair of archways and a similar pedestal with a similar bar in it.
We still have those rods, right?
Nope, you left them in the statues.
Shoved them into the other places.
Well, I wasn't sure if it was a key that we were able to remove and take with us or not.
They are still there.
Fuck.
There be two cats. What up, Meg?
And there's two cats.
Yep.
There be two cats.
There be two cats. Here they are, in all their glory.
I got a dog somewhere,
we
but she
could
likes
fucking use those rods. Okay. I guess I'll go over to the pillar. You said that there's a silver. What's the pillar again? It's in the orientation of an eye.
Yeah. So basically, here I'll show you. So basically, there's a pillar that only goes to about your chest, and in it there's like a cutout. And it is like a cutout with the bar. Does that make sense?
With a bar that's sitting in the cutout?
Yeah, so like you could reach through the front and touch the bar, but not from the top or the sides. Like there's a window. The bar is inside the post, but there's like a window cut in it. It does not appear like the bar is designed to be pulled out. Like the window hole is big enough for you to get into the space and manipulate the bar, but is specifically small enough that the bar can't be pulled out.
Okay, I guess I'll reach in, I'll grab I'll thrust my hand through the hole and grab the shaft of the bar.
Yeah, you will. And when you grab the shaft of the bar, the portal closest to the stairs flares to life, and the archway becomes a portal. And it becomes obvious to you that these two things are tied together in some way. As you're holding the bar, there's now an active. This is now like an active glowing portal of energy leading somewhere.
Okay, so we got some bullshit right here.
Yep.
Sylvie, if you want, well, I'll let go of the bar.
Okay. The archway appears to still be like active.
I was fully expecting it to stop being active.
Yeah, me too. Okay, well, I guess I'll take lead. Can I not step through it, but can I like lean forward my head through it to see if I can like see what's on the other side?
So, dude, they don't work that way.
Yeah, okay.
Now
Well,
you're thinking with portals.
here, right? Well, here goes nothing, and I'll close my eyes and take a step through.
And from Sylvie's perspective, Slab is gone.
Cool.
Show
Bye.
us the beans. God damn it.
I don't have camera ability to get close enough to the beams. If I try to pick him up, he'll attack me.
They both will. They're the worst cats.
Lincoln is back on his cat tree over there. He has the best beans.
The best.
Okay.
I will describe to you what you see on the other side of the portal once I know how Sylvie is reacting to this.
Yeah.
I am just agog. Honestly, like I was like, I can't believe he just did that. What do I do? Like I'm just kind of over here panicking. And
yeah, you're now completely alone on this platform.
Completely alone on the
platform. Yeah, because I didn't leave Anthony with you.
Yep. So I'm all by myself. So I'm just having like a whole mental breakdown, going through like the 7 stages of grief.
And while you're going through all the 7 stages of grief, the arch goes back to being a regular archway, and the portal closes like 10 seconds, 15 seconds after Slab walked through it.
I guess with no other choice, I'll walk over and like grab the bar myself.
And the portal comes back.
And cursing everything in existence, I will walk through the portal.
Cool, love it. Okay, so I have to do a little bit of, this is some mental gymnastics on my part, so give me just a second. Slab, okay. As you come through the portal, and I want to make sure I got this
beans!
Right. Beans!
Toby!
Oh my god. Toby! That was so loud.
He's so mad at me now. Okay, he's gonna run away. That's all we're gonna see with the cat.
So
damn it, Sterling.
You guys end up in
Buggy Booby.
Another area.
Ooh.
Who'da thunk? Oh no! Thump! Whatever happened to Thump?
Oh,
he ran.
Bitch.
He bitched out.
Punk ass motherfucker.
He bitched out.
Should have shown him just how mighty my axe by comparison.
And basically, first, Slab appears. Comes through the portal, which, the portal behind him, as soon as he walks through it, goes out. But looking around, he sees another portal in front of him and another pillar with another one of these bars in it on the pedestal here.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, so I showed up there. There's two. Oh. Huh. Okay, so where did I show up in between the two portals?
Yeah, you came out of this portal here. So you popped out.
The
portal in front of you is dead. The portal behind you is dead, and there's the pillar next to it.
Do I see anything over here?
No, it's a fairly small platform.
Okay. I guess I'll see the thing. I'll go over and I'll grab the portal, or I'll grab the rod again.
And you hear, the portals flicker to life, and both portals flicker to life this time. And you go, oh, that's crazy. And then Sylvie walks out of the portal that you had just popped through a second ago, and the portal immediately closes behind her, Sylvie walks through to see another live portal in front of her, and Slab over off to the side holding one of these bars.
Oh my God! I brought you with me. That's
No,
amazing.
idiot! I had to walk through myself because you left me.
No, but I just grabbed this and opened the portal for you.
I grabbed my side and opened the portal for myself.
I want to do some experiments, but some omniscient thing tells me I don't have time to do so. So instead, I'm just gonna say, well, sorry, follow me now. I'm gonna let go and I'm gonna go through the other portal.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Sylvia, are you
Rush
following?
after him.
You
Yes, I'm
following?
gonna rush after him.
Okay. Same deal, but this time platform's on this side. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same deal. That's too big, but that's okay. You guys get the gist.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, so you guys appear on another platform with another set of deals, and looking around, you're able to not see the original platform you were standing on, but now you can see across the way, as like an island floating in the darkness, the previous platform that you guys just came from.
So this one
Yes.
is what we can see while we're standing on this one.
Correct.
Okay. Can we see? Can I like go to the edge and like look down to see if I see anything below?
Yeah, absolutely. Roll a perception check. Actually, you know what? There's not a whole lot to see here. You go and you look down over the edge, and you're able to see that you're floating like crazy high above the original platform, and you can see it just like a speck, through the ethereal fog.
Okay. Can I see anything above us?
No.
Okay. Well, so Sylvie's here too, so I'll say, hey, that place where we started, it's way down there, so don't fall.
Noted.
And
I guess I'll grab the other rod.
Okay. Are we just gonna kind of rinse and repeat here and grab some rods and go through some platforms? Because I think I can save us a little time.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. So that goes to this. Wait, hold on. That goes to that. No. Okay, and you pop through the portal back on this platform.
Oh my.
I'm gonna look over the edge and look down and up to see if I see any other platforms.
Just the one that you were previously on, and down is the big boy. And obviously you can see the other platform that was across the way from the big boy as well.
Oh shit. Okay. So how high up are we now? Because this one was way high up. This one is lower than it, but still high up. How high up is it?
No, they're equally high up. They're pretty much on par with each other, distance wise. You just happen to be able to see the other one because that's like arches and stuff,
Okay. Shit. I was gonna say if this one is lower, maybe we can just like get a running jump off of this platform to land over here.
A running jump to land where? Down here?
No, to land this one. Because if we can see this one, then we can see this one.
Yeah, you can see them both, but you know that is suicide distance.
Oh, wait a minute. Sylvie, do you see that platform down there?
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab the rod. Do any of those portals light up?
No, just the same portal before on your island.
Damn. Okay. What the fuck?
You do feel the rod when you go to grab it. I mean, it's like free floating in there. It like shifts around in your hand a little bit. It's like suspended.
Well, yeah. Like, can I either turn it or like manipulate it either up or down or push it or pull it or anything like that?
It doesn't go up and down, but it will. The space is just wide enough that you can rotate it.
I want to twist it. I'm gonna twist it.
Okay. As you twist it, the portal lights up again. Same portal. Wait,
Did it not previously?
no, it did. No, excuse me. The portal you were on. Let me make sure I got this right. Hold on. This is playing with portals.
Yeah.
So give me a second. Okay, yeah. So yeah, the same portal lights up. The portal that you traveled through previously to get to this platform lights up.
Okay. What happens if I twist it again?
Are you twisting it back, or are you twisting it?
Is it capable of continuing in that same direction or no?
Yeah. You can spin. There's enough room for you to spin the deal. You just can't. It doesn't have any up and down movement. If you try to pull it
Right.
out, it gets stuck in the window.
Right. Yeah. So I'll keep going the same direction then.
Okay. And every time you hit 90 degrees on it, so you touched it and the portal lit up, and then you started twisting it, and you got to 90 degrees.
Sorry.
And
I thought I was turning it.
No.
Okay. I'm twisting it.
You're
Okay.
twisting it. And as you hit 90 degrees, and the portal flashes, and it's still going, but it flashes for a second, and then you get back to 360, and it flashes again, and it's on the whole time, but it's almost like a brownout. It just kind of like dims for a second and then comes back. So
Okay.
you are now upside down from your original orientation.
Okay. Hey Sylvie, do you see anything on any of those portals that we started at? Sylvie,
Do I
are you
see
muted
anything?
again? There you go.
Am I mute again?
I don't know.
No,
You're
good. You're good.
No, you don't see any of the home portals light up.
Can I?
Yeah. Go
Just
ahead.
walk through, see what happens. Okay, so he's twisted it three.
He's twisted it 3 times.
Yeah.
It is back to straight up and down, and you're over here, which he can see from his portal.
Hi.
Oh my God, am I still in Stellaris? I've been streaming in the Stellaris category this whole time.
I wasn't sure if you knew that or not.
I did not know that.
Sorry. It was like the first thing I saw when I jumped.
Oh no. Okay, well that's fine. It's all good. We're getting towards the end anyway, so the video upload to YouTube won't make any difference. It'll just be a weird category for the stream.
Whatever.
And I don't think it's the first time I've done this either.
Jesus.
Okay, Sylvie is back on the other portal, and Slab can see that she has appeared on the other portal.
I walk over and grab the bar in this one.
Okay, and
I will continue. I'll continue holding onto the bar.
And if you continue holding onto the bar, the portal is staying open for you. Sylvie, you go to touch the bar, and the other portal, not the one you just came through, but the one that it lights up. So you came through, this portal, which shuts off as soon as you walk through it. You touch the bar, this portal kicks on, and it too free floats.
So as she gets her portal going, does anything change on my end? Like, does my other portal?
Nope.
Maybe we need to be in the same orientation. So I'll go back to the original starting position to match Sylvie's.
Okay, so as you go through, you hit, sideways, and the portal browns out, but is still on. And then you turn it one more time, and it and turns on. Sylvie, About halfway through this process, you see just a quick flash of light off in the distance.
Okay, I'm gonna be like, wait, something happened.
Okay, I'll go back to where I was when that may have happened.
I mean, you have three choices: upside down,
Well,
sideways, right side up.
I'll reverse my direction.
Okay, so you're right side up. You reverse your direction. Sylvie sees the flash again, and then if you're
And
gonna
then
keep turning, it's gonna.
yeah, I'll stop as soon as she calls out again.
Which
The second I see the flash, I'll call out and be like, stop, don't move.
The bar is now sideways, like this, and Sylvie sees just a dim light, roughly the same color as the portal energy off in the distance.
Okay. I stopped it. I'm sideways. Is this
Do you see the
where?
light?
Mom, I was hoping not to go to the light.
Last I see the light.
Yeah. Can I see it? I imagine she sees it because her passive perception is so much higher.
Yeah. What's your perception check?
I'll roll a perception
boy.
check.
Yeah.
I did see it. It's a 17.
You did see it. You saw a flash of light. Let me see here. You
Ooh.
are on this, there,
Pretty.
here, roughly, both of you. And you can see, and it's not a flash of light. It's now like glowing.
Like a dim.
Yeah, it's like
glow.
It's a dim glow.
What happens if I let go of my bar?
Nothing initially, and after about 30 seconds, the portal on your platform goes away, or doesn't go away, but the portal part just it dies.
Okay. Then can I let go of mine, and before that happens, I step through the portal.
Okay. You are here, and so you pop out here. This portal is still active because Slab is sitting there holding it still.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are together on the same platform.
I'm so tired of this puzzle. We've been here for like 20 minutes.
I'm not smart enough for this shit. Hey, chat, anybody got any bright ideas?
We are two stupid boys.
The stupidest boys. Such dumb.
Oh wait, I have an NPC. I have an NPC in the party, don't I? Fucking.
Where the fuck is our Navi?
Fucking Anthony. Pipes up.
Oh yeah. Hey, dipshit. Any ideas here?
Dipshit, who the fuck are you talking to?
Ow. Clearly, I'm talking to you. What's going on here? You want to find your master or not?
I'm trying.
Turning it off. We turned it off and back on again like 7 times.
Well, I don't know. You haven't done it. You know when somebody else is watching and then you do it, how all of a sudden it works, right? Why don't you just go through the fucking portal and show me what you're talking about?
Okay, I'll let Sylvie hold Anthony. I'll grab the rod and I'll step through the portal.
Okay, so you grab the rod and you have to let go of it to step through the portal. But you step through the portal, and you, congratulations, are on a new platform over here.
Oh my god.
Wait, how?
Can I quickly step through that portal and follow him to that platform?
Yeah.
Because if I stay on this other platform, I'm going to lose my shit.
No, you're good. You can follow him. You got 30
I'm
seconds.
going to have like a full mental breakdown.
Cool.
How high up is this platform?
Equally.
God damn it. Okay.
How far down is it to that other platform that we're looking at?
Really far down.
A death distance.
Yeah, we're gonna die. That's the only reason I asked. Okay, cool. I'll grab the rod and I'll twist it to the same orientation as those other ones.
Okay. You are. On the far platform.
Hey. Wait,
what happened to all my extra stuff? All my other platforms?
I think you backed them off.
Control Z?
Go into Owlbear and do the Control Shift Z.
Control.
And you should be able to redo them. Yeah.
but all the platforms are. Nah, it's fine. I'll just redraw them. They were like 2-second
I,
platforms.
I wonder if there's a maximum doodles you can make or something, because they just disappeared at one point. I thought you erased them.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, so you guys are both. Well, you're on this platform. I'm assuming Sylvia's going to follow?
Yep.
Okay, great. Okay. On this
There's no
platform,
rod.
you can see there is a rod. There's a rod here.
Oh, okay.
But what might be more intriguing to you guys is that not only is there a rod, but there is also a.
The water temple is easier.
I saw that. That was hella funny. There's also a set of stairs,
Oh my god.
like leading
I take the
down
stairs.
behind.
Yeah, no.
the deal.
Give me the fuck out of here.
GTing the FO.
TFO. Great. One moment, please.
B-boy.
As I walk down the stairs, I'm gonna hold Anthony in like the middle of my hand to act as an extender to my middle finger.
Cool. Cool.
Thrust the tip.
Thrust the tip, pierce the sky.
So you guys go down these stairs and you hear like an unnatural whistling sound of, and it grows steadily louder from like a light breeze to like hurricane level winds is what it sounds like. And you look up and you can see all the motes of light, being like thrashed back and forth. And it has the like appearance of a windstorm. Across a bridge, and it does not appear there's any other way to go other than across this bridge through the windstorm.
Are there iron boots lying around?
There are not.
I figured I'd continue with the Zelda motif.
Army crawl.
I love it.
Yeah, I see Sylvie start to army crawl, and I think, as a warrior myself, I'm a little ashamed that I didn't think of that myself. And I will follow.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna give her one of my +2 javelins, so we each have one, and I'll give her one of my regular ones, so we can use those to like.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. I like that. I like that.
That gives us something to hold on to.
No rolls required. Then you guys are able to make it across the bridge, and and after you guys are across the bridge, it is clear that you are in like an eye of the storm style like situation. Like it's all quiet, but you can see all the motes of light, like swirling and circling around you. And you guys are on a hexagonal platform. I hit the erase all button by accident. That's what I did. You guys are on a hexagonal platform, which I did not have the forethought to draw out. So here it is for you.
Whoa, that's.
Boom.
Oh wait.
There's that, and then it goes up like this. 2, 3, 4. Okay. This is your new space. There are no portals or anything. I just didn't draw this map. In the middle of it.
God damn it! Wrong fucking button. Yeah.
In the middle of it is a open casket surrounded by gold, jewels, and various weapons. All is quiet for a moment until the dust and bones begin to shift, swirling upward to form the spectral, ghostly form of Jocelyn, Breaker of the Oath, Champion of Redaback, rising from her
Oath
tomb.
Breaker.
Anthony immediately recognizes his master and start like yelling past you guys at her. Like, I'm here! You don't have to be alone anymore! We can serve Cade together! This ghostly form finishes materializing, and the last step are like flaming ethereal chains coming from her neck, arms, and legs, which are long but seem to tether her to this platform. And if you were to guess, the chains are long enough to get her to the edge of any part of the platform, but not long enough to go any further.
Antony, does she look like she's in her right mind?
And he's gonna not even close. And he's calling out to her, and the sight of her has he's just been calling her my master, because he didn't remember her name. But now seeing her being here, he remembers and says, Jocelyn, I'm here. It's me, Antony. And she does that super creepy thing where the neck comes up and awkwardly snaps and is moving all disjointed. And you see, a smile creep across her face as the ground begins to rumble and, very much Day of the Dead style, impossibly out of stone, come a couple of skeleton arms just out of the pit. And you guys need to roll initiative.
The skeletons.
Skeletons.
Oh no.
Not the skeletons.
Okay.
Oof.
That's a 16.
Actually, whoop. Control Z.
That's a 5.
Get it.
Skeleton. My big.
Get it, girl.
My big. Okay, I don't need to roll for him anymore. I gotta roll for them. Okay, so what are your rolls, guys?
5.
5 for Sylvie.
16.
16 for Slab. And a number for the baddies. Okay.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, so these skeletons begin to shamble towards you guys, and she tells, and Jocelyn proclaims in I don't know how to describe it, like a hollow voice, that
Ethereal,
hollow, cracked, specifically not whole voice.
Okay.
She tells him, the chains of Rebdak are strong. I cannot leave, and neither will you. Cool. And you guys, talking is always free. You guys can always stop and talk.
Hey, Antony.
That's him.
Who the hell is she talking about?
And he is silent for the first time ever that you guys have had him in your possession. And he says, no, that's impossible. She committed herself to Cade. She can't. And he, stops and says, Rebdak is a demon lord. And he, and he just says, she's not herself. It's we need to help her.
How devoted are you to this Cade?
He says, I am plenty devoted. And
do you have faith in him that he will aid us in our endeavor?
And he says, well, he aided us in destroying the plants outside the cave.
All right. Here goes nothing. Am I first in the initiative order?
You are first in the initiative order.
I'm sorry?
You are, yes.
Cool. At that, I'm going to lunge forward and try to strike one of the chains with Antony.
Love it. Roll an attack roll.
Roll what?
An attack roll.
An attack roll. Yeah. Oh, that's actually pretty good. With Antony, +1 long sword. The fuck is my plus to it? There we go. +6, +1, 24.
That's big damage.
Big damage.
So I gotta add chains onto here. We got Jossie. We got let's see here.
Sorry to add more work.
No, you're good. We got Sylvie and Slab and the skeletons too, but we'll get to that. And with your mighty blow, you can despite the fact that they're not made out of metal, they make the sound that like creaking, rusting metal does as it bears an incredible weight, and you can almost swear you can see some of the links like stretch out, but the chain is still there.
Did you want me to roll damage?
Oh, it wasn't 24 your damage?
No, 24 was my to hit.
Oh shit! Yeah, you hit for sure. I thought you were giving me damage. Yeah.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your damage. Hopefully it's neighborhood
14 damage.
a lot less dramatic than doing 24 damage, but you can see that you are there. That it is still enough to see that you are having a visible effect on this chain.
Yeah, same thing happens, just slightly less effective.
That's it.
Cool. I guess I will use a bonus action to frenzy or to rage.
Cool.
So I get advantage on my strength checks and saving throws, but not attacks. And I get +2 to my melee damage with strength weapons. So then I think I get the single weapons bonus action each 2 turns. Yeah. So then as a bonus action, I'll attack once more.
Good.
Damn. 24 to hit again.
That hits, yeah, but I know it's not damage this time, so.
Correct. So +2 to that is 7, +4 is 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage is
1 point more than what you thought we were at the beginning.
right. Where the fuck are my stat blocks? I need them. Okay, here we go. That's the portals. We're done with that.
Cool.
You guys aren't there. Yeah, this adventure book is not set up in a very good. I have to like flip back and forth. I'm not. They put all the maps on the back, but like the like story tree in the front. So I'm always like, okay, you're in this room, so that's this part of the story tree, and yeah, I have to like flip back and forth for all this stuff. But well, shit. That's a little bit anticlimactic.
I did what I could, Sylvie.
No, because with that 25 damage, the one more was all you needed. which is why I described it in that way, because I thought the chain had 1 hit point left. But now that you've done 25 to it, the sword glows, the chains shimmer, flash a blinding light, and then disappear, as do all of the skeletons in the area. Apparently, they didn't think you guys would attack the chain right away.
That was like my immediate first thought. I didn't even have to say it out loud. And attack the chain.
Yep. And
same.
Anyone who doesn't attack the chain is an idiot.
Yeah.
And Jocelyn throwing hella shade.
I mean, realistically, it's a goddamn miracle that we both thought of that too, because normally we're the idiots.
I need to.
Yeah.
Nightbot's being
like the most extra.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Raven. Nightbot doesn't know. I need to do some stuff with that. Okay.
Oh, did Nightbot fuck with him?
Yeah, a Nightbot timed out Raven for 5 seconds. Stop spamming cap automated by Nightbot. So I might need to go tweak Nightbot's parameters a little bit. I think.
I just wanted to defend Kitty.
But Jocelyn,
even Nightbot knows Kitty's dumb.
Jocelyn floats towards you, Slab, which is not very far because you're up on her ass with the chains, and holds her hand out, and with a very different vibe to her voice, says, "Anthony, return to me." And Anthony, says to you, "Hand me back to Cade."
To Cade?
Not to Cade. To Jocelyn.
Okay. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on.
Kate's not here. No, Kate's not here.
Can I roll an insight on Jocelyn?
Yeah, go for it.
If the giant specter lady wants her sword back, give her the sword back.
So tell me about that nat 1 you just rolled.
I sure did. I sure fucking did. I immediately flip Anthony in my hand, grab him by the blade, and hand her Anthony hilt first.
Cool. She takes him from you, and the moment she touches him, he glows in the same way that you could only get him to glow, striking like blighted, like undead, necrotic, or evil stuff. You know, is the only time you ever saw him glow. He's just a flashlight now. As she's, holding on to him, and she like takes a knee and turns his blade upside down and puts it in the ground and begins like muttering to herself in a language you guys don't understand, but Sylvie knows to be like some real fucking ancient tongue. And Anthony is kind enough to translate for you guys, and he kind of whispers like under the din of her voice, she's repenting, she's recommitting to Cade, and oh no, she's gonna be bringing the temple down in the process. And he says, and he looks around and he says, I'll be fine. You'll be squished. You need to get out of here now.
All right. Thanks for helping. Appreciate you. Sorry we couldn't save you. Bye. And I'll start running to wherever we can. Is there a doorway or a staircase that we can see nearby us?
It's back across the bridge, back up the stairs, back through a portal.
Oh, fucking
feels
Christ.
Very Sierra Madre.
It doesn't matter.
The
It doesn't matter the position of the rod on this portal. Just touch it and go through.
No. Is the wind still going on that platform?
No, it's dead now. The moats are back to their.
All right, cool. Yeah, we're booking it.
Get into the firmly grasp it and go through the portal.
Firmly grasp it.
Firmly grasp
it.
Okay, so then you guys go back through, climb up the stairs, which brings you back to.
And we are met with 14 skeletons.
Which brings you back here. You guys come down the pathway, and it doesn't really matter what direction you go. As soon as you're in this room, the skeletons begin to animate again. It doesn't seem like they did anything once you guys were gone. It seems like it was your presence that triggered them. Great, you're gonna run past them.
Bye, guys.
Throw another magic stone just to be a shit.
Roll me a reflex save, both of you guys, please.
Oh, fuck.
What's a reflex save?
Dexterity.
Dexterity save.
Dexterity.
There you go.
13.
Oof.
30? Yeah, 13.
14.
Both of you guys remember at the very fucking last second that there's a tripwire in this hallway.
Oh, the tripwire.
I was about to say something when you said roll the reflex.
Yeah, well, I heard we're running through this room, and I'm all, the next thing's the hallway then. And I did a silent count. 1, 2. Okay, roll your reflex. So you guys jump through you run past the treasure room, past the dudes. This room is like crumbling. There are bits that are falling. One of the pedestals in the middle of the room you can see has like already toppled over. But as a reminder, it's about a 10-foot drop.
Alright, can we see if there are like stairs on the other side where we can get up to the? Oh,
wait, no. Turn into an owl, fly to the other side. I'll jump down, run, and pull me up with rope.
I was just gonna say that. Yep. Okay. So wild shape, owl, fly across.
I'm gonna jump off. I'll take fall damage. I don't care.
That's fine.
And I'll run to the other side.
Human shape as I land. I'll toss the rope down.
Yep.
I'm gonna run to the other side, face plant into the wall for a second, and then climb the rope.
And with that, you guys run up the entryway, run through the room that had all of the pictographs on them, that very first room where Anthony gave you the life story of his previous owner, and you guys pop out safely in the forest clearing. As the earth settles, the uprooted trees suddenly begin to reestablish themselves. roots stretching out and digging in. The dirt and splintered stone give way to growing moss and grass, and the sun bears down with a radiant and bright energy that you specifically, that you both feel to be nice, but Sylvan also knows to be a reestablishment of the natural order. Um,
Huh.
Feels
the
wrong.
large boulder in the middle of this space starts to rock gently as again massive vines reach out, creep out, and grow around the stone, just like when you found it in the first place. They twist and gnarl until they evoke the shape of a triumphant warrior in full plate armor, wielding a blade that, despite being formed from glowing vines, seems absolutely fabulous, shimmering in the sunlight.
Fabulous motherfucker. He
That,
did it.
that's it. That's the end of the adventure. Congratulations,
That is-
guys. You
I
made
didn't
it
even
through.
do anything at the end.
We did. Nobody did because he got 25 damage on chains that have 25 health. And I was like, I wonder what happens now. And I read it was all, as soon as 25 damage has been dealt to the chains, like, all this shit changes, all the skeletons die, like, she reaches out for the sword and tries to repent. And I was just like, and that's when I, like, looked at it and I was all, well, that's anticlimactic.
There has to be something in there for them to like understand that people are going to
Sorry?
attack the chains.
Oh my god.
Seriously, why wouldn't you?
You know,
Right?
it's also
Well-
a one shot and couldn't be like that complex. But
Literally
I want...
described as the breaker of chain.
Yep, yep. I know that.
Love it.
Love
it.
Yeah. But anyway, it's 9:00 on the nose California time, so we were like exactly on the nose 1 hour from an hour ago. When
Nailed
Becky
it.
was like,
'Cause
I
it's 10
did
for
skip
me, so.
one combat. That pit of skeletons should have been a combat encounter regardless, but for time's sake,
I mean, we
guys-
would have ran
Appreciate
from
you.
them anyway.
yeah, and you guys would have been able to take some skeletons probably regardless with all
Probably.
those
Is
health
that all
potions
it
that
was?
nobody touched. That was it. It was, well, I mean, there were
Was
some like
just
tables.
skeletons?
There were tables that I could have rolled for and like pulled other
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
And if there were
Yeah.
more than just the two of you, I probably would have swapped it out with one of the non-skeleton options. But
Right,
because
right.
there were just two of you, I like really didn't want to overpower you guys, so
Yeah.
I didn't do that. But that's the whole adventure. This adventure has been called The Tomb of the Forgotten Paladin. If you want to run this for yourself, you can buy
That was cool.
the Game Master Book of Random Encounters, and it is
Oh,
it
that
is
one,
in there.
yeah.
So that's
I'm glad you ended up enjoying that.
yeah. One of my buddies picked this up and lent it to me. I have the big book of non-player characters. He has the big book of encounters, so we just trade them when we need to.
Right.
So
That's cool. I dig it.
yeah,
The motes of light in the foggy room. What was the deal with them?
those were straight up will-o-wisps, which were friendly to you guys because you were wielding Antony, but had you not been wielding Antony, they would have not been as friendly. And it was flying they were triggered by.
Oh, it's the
It was
flying.
flying.
It was the flying.
Was
that they
flying,
were triggered
okay.
by.
Ugh.
Which is why I was trying to like describe it like the moment she hits your shoulder, they go back. The moment her feet
Right,
hit the
right.
platform, they go back to whatever. It's like I was trying
Yeah,
to
okay.
illustrate that as soon as she was no
Oh, it's
longer
just trying to keep people
flying,
from just like levitating across the thing, make you do the jump or climb.
they know what their job is. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I would
Okay.
sort of fuck with that job, but it's fine.
That's
yeah,
cool.
and
Cool. I dig
super genie vibes. If you guys had fucked with any of that treasure, it would have been a very different encounter.
Dude, I fucking called it. It was
Love
a Cave of Wonders one shot. I
Big-
fucking
Yeah.
called it.
big
Get-go.
Cave of Wonders energy for sure. With the exception being the hidden room of non-trapped loot, which you guys found. So
Yeah, because as soon as like more loot, like no, I don't trust it. I don't trust it.
I didn't get to use my +1 quarterstaff.
I know you didn't. It's supposed to be for the big boss
I'm
battle, where
I'm
you're
sorry.
like fighting off skeletons and shit. And she could have
Decided
done.
to just
She had some cool abilities too, which I was really excited to use. But
Just had to cheese the boss for you, Becky. Wanted to make sure you
You
could
know?
go to bed.
getting at me because I was wasting my spell slots on Misty Step.
Yeah, that too.
Oh man, every time you were doing that, I was like,
Spell
ooh
slots.
yeah, burn another spell. Do it. Go for it. Burn another spell. Go for
Like
it.
5 more slots, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, and then you could have dropped the rope down. We never would
And
have
then I
noticed
could
the
have
will
dropped
wrist
the rope.
Oh,
if you ever decided to remember that you had it.
Oh, I knew I had it the whole time.
Son of a bitch.
oh, that's great.
Well, thank you, sir.
No,
That was
I want to
fun.
thank you guys because our viewers may not know. You guys are part of my Wednesday night campaign that Becky actually runs, and I am a player
Friday
Friday.
night
in that
campaign.
Friday
Right.
night campaign. Not Wednesday, Friday night campaign that Becky
Right.
runs. All three of my Wednesday night people could not make it tonight, so we ran a Friday spin-off one shot.
Yeah.
Laris one shot.
Completely unintentional, but it was fun.
A Stellaris one shot. Wow,
Yeah, Stellaris one
God, I
shot.
can't believe I did that again. This is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
you know that's what this has to be titled, right? It's the Stellaris episode.
Yeah. Well, I'd love to title it that, but I actually have Stellaris videos on my YouTube channel, so
Tomb of the Forgotten Stellaris.
that might be good. That might be good. And it was like I did describe things as like galaxy, ethereal lights and stars.
Yeah.
So we'll call it the space episode, the Stellaris episode. That's yeah.
Ridiculous.
Thank you,
All right.
Majora, for joining us. Absolutely.
Tune in on Friday for my campaign.
I'm about to say we'll be back in
Yeah.
2 days. That is 6:30 Pacific Standard is roughly when we start doing that.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. And actually, we got enough of us for a raid, I think, which does not always happen. On this channel, Majora, yes. I will change it to where it actually says we're playing D&D, so you know.
Yeah, it'll say D&D instead of fucking Stellaris.
I on it, but Dave streams it because I don't stream on Twitch. So.
Yeah.
But on that note, the other one of the viewers who has been here, Raven, does play in that game as well. Here's a shout out to his channel. And cool. Let's go find somebody to raid. That sounds like a good time, right? I want to do that.
Just real quick, Becky. Just real quick.
I'll leave my thing open. I have to pee so bad.
Okay,
Go
yeah,
pee.
do the thing, and when you come back, we can all say goodbye.
I've been sitting here for
Cool.
so long.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I could say goodbye really quick.
Well,
Or are you
no,
guys
no,
raiding?
because we're gonna raid somebody,
Alright.
so
Yeah.
just stay there and come back.
I'll be right back.
Oh, Jarl is streaming. That's great. I want to raid Jarl. He's streaming.
Is Raven still here?
He's streaming in tabletop. Probably 5 viewers is a little high for me, so I'm sure Raven is one of them.
There he is.
So it's \raid, and then you type the guy's name, and I guess I'll wait for Becky to come back so that we can say goodbye to each other on the stream, and then we can hit the raid button and go do the thing. All right.
Well, I figured we'd enter the raid, and then she could come in, and we could say goodbye whilst in the raid.
Got you. I think that from the viewer's perspective, they lose our feed as soon as we raid because it flicks over to the person who we're raiding. So for like stream purposes, that'll end it. But
yeah, see, me no know how Twitch.
See, I don't know that much about Twitch, but I do know that a raid it gives you like a countdown, and everybody has to like confirm that they want to do it. But then after like 10 seconds, you hit go. Actually, I think I can wait to hit the raid button. I think I can initiate the raid, let everybody ready up, and then just like hold off on clicking the actual go button. I think is a thing I can do. The guy who we're raiding, I actually know him. His name is Jarl of Goats. He's actually streaming in Tabletop RPGs, which means that they are probably playing the Fallout-based RPG that they play, which I'm sure Becky will get a kick out of.
For sure.
And yeah, because I know that that he's also a DM, and he DMs D&D stuff, and they also DMs like other fantasy tabletop games, and one of them is a Fallout themed one. So yeah, man, we roll deep in the. So Jeremy, Becky, and I actually all met as working at a GameStop together. So like just for some context there, Becky, I want you to know the guy we're raiding is playing a tabletop game, and I'm not sure, but it might be Fallout themed. I know he plays like a Fallout themed D&D style thing. We're gonna find out. So, I want to. You never said you worked at a GameStop. Yeah, I managed a GameStop to put myself through college.
And he managed at a GameStop.
Yeah.
I assisted. I like kind of assistant managed him while he was managing a GameStop for a while, and then worked with him aside from that for like 2 years.
Yeah, these were my two best employees, which is why we still hang out. Okay, so so thanks so much for joining us, guys. We're going to raid Jarl of Goats. He's a friend of mine. He's a great guy. They're doing a tabletop thing, so it should be even like the same vibe. So thanks for joining. Thanks for hanging out. I know it's a long session. Great game of Stellaris, guys. Great Stellarising.
Best
Okay.
Stellaris game ever.
I've never played Stellaris before. This is amazing. It's so familiar to me. I just can't place it.
All right, guys. Raid incoming. Be nice to Jarl. Thanks for joining. Catch you later.
Fare thee well. Let's see what happened.
Okay, we're raiding Jarl.
All right.
What exactly
Oh, OG Buffet
raid
with
do?
a raid, which means I get another.
Basically, all of his viewers go
inspiration
to
point.
this guy now,
Gotcha.
if I remember correctly.
Well,
Yeah,
now the
Dave?
snake has to make a deck save whenever you.
Yeah. We just dumped all of
Okay,
our viewers
a
in
deck
his
save.
pool,
Oh,
Has a
basically.
fairy fire on him. He's probably very dexterous. He's well, I don't know, maybe.
So
Oh, whoa.
I can
Actually, yes,
stop
yes.
streaming
I rolled a
now.
20.